What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Hope everything's okay with Fanat. What are you talking about, man? Everything is good with me, man. Why wouldn't everything be good? I'm here. What's going on, man? Let me say what's up to everybody, man. Hey, somebody, man, much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you for the support right off the bat, brother. My man, the Don Falan in the building. Soda Black in the building. Slipping and dipping. What's good, man? You're in Kidney Mead TV, man. I don't know how to say that. Spence beating a legend like Bud is going to be legendary. No surprise to me. Fury was banned from the U.S. No room for cheaters. Hey, man, he got put out, didn't he? Told you. Yeah. Told you. Told you. Laughed at me, too. You laughed at me. Ha, ha, ha. Remember that? Demetrius Andrade specifically laughed at me about that. It's like, okay, yeah, what's a Rico? Yeah, Rico, all of that. Yeah, exactly. $7 in the building. What's going on, man? Good to see you back. We're going to argue today. Bud is the king of the world. Here you go, $7. Bud is the king of the world. Let me say something $7 want to hear. It's 24 Ant. What's going on, my good brother? I'm good, man. Just out here, Saturday morning. I slept in a little bit. Y'all got to forgive me. Had a little bit of work to do before I could afford to jump out here and talk this boxing with you guys. So had to take care of that. But we here, man. If we get to 400, 500 people in the building today, we'll do some call-ins. It's Saturday. You know how we do. Johnny in the building. What's going on, man? Good morning to you. Viva 2 Vita in the building. What's happening? Mike Kirkland. What's happening? Shazak in the building. Hey, what's going on? Be easy, brother. Say grand risings, Martin. Blessing to you and your family. Wishing you a great Father's Day weekend, my brother. Thank you, man. Yeah, man. Tomorrow I'm gonna be out in the afternoon with my dad. I go see my dad. Yep, it's Father's Day, man. And I'm a father. So yeah, that's it. That's what's up. Javier, what's going on, man? We need to move on from Bud next. Hey man, should get off the pot there, Bud. George Woods, what's going on? He said Fanon in the chat room, good morning. And of course, Spence wins. That's what's up. What's going on, George Woods, with that love in the super chat, bro? 3 pumps. 3 pumps, you wild, bro. I don't know, man. I hope so. Robin Soda said, is Fanon going live? Yes, sir. I am live like a mug, man. Bud just said yesterday that Spence is 100% his main goal. I guess patience is key. Yeah, but that's talking outside of your neck. He's 100% my main goal. Yeah, he's my main goal. Yeah. Are you going to sign the contract? But when he talked about is the fight going to happen, he said, yeah, hopefully. Yeah, that's my main goal. Is he your only goal or is he your main goal? You got other goals? Yeah, I want to fight Jermell too. So, hey, man, that's not very, just sign the paper. Sign it up. Just sign it. Bop. You're done. Yeah. My man, George Woods in the building said, question to the chat. Haney beats Kangaroo George again. Haney beats Loma. Who is the 4th person he has to beat on his top ranked contract? I don't know. I don't know if he's got a 4th. I don't know if he's got a 4. I don't know if he's got 4 fights on there or not, George. Hey, man, thank you so much for that support and that super chat, though, brother. That is big. Thank you so much, man. That is huge. Thank you so much, man. Shakur at 135. Nah, Shakur's at 130. Shakur's at 130, brother. Shakur's at 130. Yeah, said we waiting. I'm back. We're back. Let me get on to the end of this, though, man. Sorry, man. I say what's up to everybody else. Mr. Stringer, Josh King Slime, 518. What's going on, man? Wesley Davisless, DUOG. What's going on, man? Good morning to you, brother. Mixed Master KB, Avery 81st, as always, good to see you. My man, Global News TV, Anthony Robinson, Jamel Hammett in the building. All right, so we down at the end. We all the way down at the end. If I missed you, man, just, keep putting your comments in the chat. We're going to get you, brother. What's the difference between Fanon's favorite and OG member boxing talk? I gotta refresh my perks. And I'll let you know when I refresh those perks. Soda Black, so okay, I got you, brother. I did. I just hit that. Just for right now, just whatever one, man. It's just right now. I haven't done the perks lately. It's just whatever level of support you want to give, man. Fanon, have you seen what Mike said about Floyd? Briefly, man, I heard what he said about it, man. I didn't hear about it, man. I mean, no, I didn't hear it out of his mouth yet. I did not hear it out of his mouth yet. So no, something about how he hates Floyd and he wish he would have lost. I don't know. Was he serious? Mike Tyson's kind of out there, man. You know. So, but no, dude, I have not really. Blessed Two Fish said, I've been talking about the Kinahan situation for a while and people have been ignoring me. Crawford is associated and involved. Well, you know, that was his advisor, dog. That was his advisor. However, I don't know if it's not his advisor anymore. You got Joe Smith tonight? No, I do not have Joe Smith, man. You think I'm crazy? Do you have Joe Smith in that fight? As soon as I saw Joe Smith standing next to Viterbia, I was like, okay, this is over. As soon as I saw him stand next to each other, and I could be wrong. Now I'll tell you, that was not a very. He was high on Mike Bites. Yeah, I don't know what he means, man. He might be talking outside of his neck, man. Was he serious? I don't know if he was serious, man. All I saw was the quote. I didn't see what he had to say, man, about it, man. He talked about how he put Floyd talked about how he put the heavyweights out of trash. I put the heavyweights out of business and all that stuff. I mean, whatever. He don't gotta like him. Yazo 24 said, what is a fair percentage take in your opinion? I don't think it's a matter of the percentage. I suspect that it is a matter of the guarantee and how much money they're willing to pay him the guarantee. I doubt very much that it is the percentage. My understanding is that they've already agreed on a reasonable percentage. The question is, how much is Showtime going to pay for the fight? And if Showtime ain't willing to come off ain't willing to pay for the fight, right? And he's got to take like $2 million. He's got to take a $2 million guarantee. Then is he going to take a $2 million guarantee? He said, rewatching Joe Smith knocking out Bernard out of the ring, doesn't he have at least a puncher's chance? Yeah, I think he's got a puncher's chance. Yeah, but however, it ain't much of one. Like I said, man. I have not really studied that, man. I've not really studied it, man. I've not really looked at it, really seen it. I've not really done that, So I can't say for sure, but I've seen Joe Smith fight. I've seen Viterbia fight, and I will tell you that I think Viterbia is probably going to maul that guy. Viterbia is, first of all, when I saw him standing next to each other, Viterbia is taller than he is and bigger than he is. So I'm looking at Viterbia, I'm looking at Joe Smith, and I'm like, man, Joe Smith about to get hurt, man. Because Viterbia is an animal. He really is, man. He's an animal, So I don't know, man. I don't think it don't look that good for him, man. Yeah, exactly. Double zeros, like Bernard was 60 when Joe Smith knocked him out. So I'm not that impressed with that. And it's at 175, right? So it's several weight classes up for him. So I don't give Joe Smith a lot of chance in that fight. And I honestly, man, who I give less of a chance? Canelo. Canelo don't want that, man. Canelo don't want, unless he gets old, man. Now Andre Ward said he saw something in him, in the last fight when he fought Sir Marcus Brown. So, maybe he comes in a little bit older. I know he's closer to 40. I know he's getting up there in age. So we'll see, man. Fanon, I'm trying to figure out why some of these legends of boxing are downplaying Spence's boxing skills. I don't know, man. Look, man, they just think what they think. I don't think James Toney. I think what Roy Jones Jr. said is really taken out of context. I think he believes that Terence Crawford is a better fighter, and I think that it's not unreasonable to say so. So. I don't think that's necessary. Now, when James Toney's saying he's not going to get out of 6 rounds, that's making it sound like Errol's a bum, man. Because I don't know anybody else that they've said that about. That, oh man, this guy's not going to get out of 6 rounds. It's a blowout. It's not even close. When you say things like that, when you say stuff like that, that's just kind of, it's just that makes it kind of look like he's hating a little bit. Not even a little bit, a lot. when you make that type of prediction, or like what like Sugar Ray Leonard said, which was, yeah, why do you pick Mikey? Oh, because it's Mikey. Like that's hard to accept. You know what I mean? That's where I feel. That's what I feel. But as far as what I knocking him, no, that's messed up, man. Why you call Bernard a coon, man? Bernard ain't no coon, man. Dog, I got so, man, people used to say that stuff so much. It's like, man, people really, really loose with the word coon, bro. Like really, really loose with that word coon, and really funny with how they apply it. Because I'm gonna tell you, some of the blackest people, the blackest acting people I know, I think are coons. like, man, you ain't nothing but you a minstrel. A minstrel equals a coon to me. Like, you out there dancing on that, you out there dancing around acting like a monkey and having people laugh with you. They ain't laughing with you, they laughing at you. Dog, that to me, that gets me more than any of that other stuff, dog. No, I'm not naming anybody, man. There you go again, dude. I know I blocked you, dude. Get out of here, dude. Stop. Get out of here, man. Yeah, Yozai 24. Get out of here. Name them so I can start a lot of drama. Give me the names. That's you, yeah. I can hear you talking. Give me the names so I can go call my girlfriends and start a lot of drama. Yeah, who you talking about? Fanon said this guy's a coon. Let me do a video about it. Man, go away, man. Ain't nobody interested in that, dog. He said he wasn't acting when he fell out that ring, dog. That dude. Hey, he did act. Who did he act with, though? He was in that acting stage. He was in this acting stage at a certain point in time, though. I ain't gonna lie, man. When Bernard acted against, he acted against, was it like Chad Dawson? You know what I'm saying? He said, Bud just talking, he not signing for more reasons. Hey, man, it all may turn around and he can sign next week. Who knows, man? All I know right now is, dude, this tells you why we need this fight, because, dog, boxing is like, this is so dead right now. Like, the good thing about it is that we got people to talk boxing with. You know what I mean? But it's like, man, dog, this is the Eastern Europeans taking over boxing. All of this excitement you have for Viterbia versus Joe Smith. Like all of the huge buzz we have for this Viterbia Smith fight. You know what I'm saying? Bearcat Adams said the first Chad Dawson fight he acted. Yeah, he had he deserved an Emmy for what he did in that fight. Jeffrey Brooks said if Bud really TKO Spence in 6, then he have to go down as the top 10 fighters of all time, at least in my books. There you go, Jeffrey Brooks, trying to pump him up, dog. I don't know if that gets him there, man. I don't know if that gets him there, Jeffrey. I think that may be a little bit. I think you may be a little long in the tooth on that one, dog. I don't know, man. I don't think so, dog. I don't really. I would say probably not, man. Oh, JD said, Fanon, what is Fury's story? Fury cannot come into the United States because he is an associate of a known crime lord. Oh man, dog. That's what it is, dog. That's what it is, man. He can't get into the United States. He tried to come back to the United States and they're like, nah, dog. We're not letting you in the country. He got done like Bill Haney in Australia. Sorry, buddy. We're not interested. See you later. And then the funny thing is, he's blocked for the time being. Nah, dog. More than likely, he's blocked, period. Okay? More than likely, he's blocked, period. I don't know. How are you going to unblock that, bro? How are you going to unblock that? Like, what is going to change? What exactly is going to change there? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, well, he's blocked for the time being, bro. Look, man, he's just blocked, period. And I told you. And I'm going to go back to telling you I told you. And everybody else that says this, well, I've been telling you about that, man. You dogs was all late to the party. And I'm going to tell you right now, anybody act like, man, y'all was ridiculing me, dog. Y'all were ridiculing me for telling you that, man. Ridiculing me. Fanon's crazy. No way. Fanon, man. Fanon's making stuff up. No way. Ha ha. Whoa, you don't know. Yeah, all right. Now, there is no MTK Global in the United States. None. Absolutely none. There is no MTK Global. There is, matter of fact, there is no MTK Global, period. They're completely out of business. Shut down. Now they can't even, now Tyson Fury can't even get in the country. So yeah, okay. Jeffrey Brooks in the building said, I think Roy and Toney are just trying to help Bud promote because they know he can't. I think that James Toney's talking outside of his neck, Jeffrey Brooks. I'm just telling you, I think he's talking outside of his neck with that. I don't think he thought about that for 5 seconds, bro. I just think he's talking outside of his neck about that, man. And that's his guy. And I think also that Roy was kind of fence riding on the whole thing. Roy's prediction was nowhere near as strong as it was before. That's what I take on Roy, man. Mo Pressure in the building. What's going on, man? How you feeling this morning, man? He said, just joining the party. That's what's up, man. Yo, why the notifications not working right? I have no idea. RJ in the building, join the channel. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for joining the channel, man. Thank you for joining the channel, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. That all of that means a lot to for the support of the channel, man. Thanks. So anyway, yeah, man. In my opinion, Bud don't want that kind of pressure that Spence is going to put on him. We'll see, man. I just don't think they offering him very much money at all for that fight. I have a suspicion, bro, that he got like $2 million sitting on the table, dog, and a guarantee. And he's like, what? This is way less than he's probably sitting there. Hey, thanks, DUOG. Appreciate you, brother. He said, Carlo Reelis, Fanon, one of the first to report on the Kinahan scandal. Exactly. Thank you, Rod. Appreciate that. Crawford don't have the same energy like when he ran up on Spence years ago with Bob was around. It's real now. Yeah, it doesn't look like it, man. Doesn't. Well, hopefully, look, we'll see. We'll see. All I know is time's ticking, dog. They're not going to do this forever. So, it is what it is, man. We'll see. Mike Kirkland, much love, brother. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, bro. Come on, Fanon. Bud is talking too much to want to make the fight. The only thing that gets me, dude, is I'm telling you, it's not about Bud. It's really not about Bud that makes me think something's funny. I listen to Steven Espinoza. Listen to the guy with the checkbook. Okay, I would say listen to the white guy, the fat white guy. However, in this case, it's just the bald-headed Mexican dude with the paycheck that works for the fat white man. So Steven Espinoza is like, look, man, we're not paying Mayweather money for this, man. And the problem is the money. Said it flat out. The problem's the money. Somebody wants to get paid huge, and we're not doing it. And Tim, what's his face? Said, Tim, sorry, man. I don't mean to what is face him. My bad. Tim, what's Tim's, Tim Smith. Thank you. No disrespect to Tim Smith. Sorry about that for calling him. What's his name? The Tim Smith said, look, man, what we're going to offer him is going to be insulting because they didn't build him in. They just didn't build him into a big name fighter. And Bud probably thinks he's a big name fighter because there's so much talk about him. They don't think he's a big name fighter. He thinks he's a big name fighter. They don't think he's a big name fighter. They're not impressed with a lot of YouTube talk. They're looking at what numbers you've sold, what numbers you've done. What numbers do you do? You don't do numbers. So since you don't do numbers, you're not a big fighter. And we're not going to bet and we're probably not going to bet the house on you being a very dangerous fighter, but you're just not a big name fighter. You know, that's what I mean. RJ said, where does all the hate come from? The big fish, he is on the level of Bud. Look, man, Bud is a great fighter, man. But some people prefer Bud's style over his style, you know? But a lot of people just hate on him because he's with the PBC and he's very, very successful fighter, and they've been predicting for him to lose for a long time. Some of these guys literally predict him to have trouble with every if he wins a fight, if he's about to fight somebody, the guy's about to expose him. You know what I mean? If he was a drunk, he was this, he was that, dog. It's all that stuff, man. They don't like it because he's got a lot of fans. That's what I think. I think he don't like it because he's got a lot of fans, and his fans can be obnoxious. And I do have to admit that is true. Errol Spence fans can be obnoxious, just like Devin Haney fans can be very, very obnoxious, and they can make it very hard for you to like a fighter. So there's a lot of push, and then there's also a lot of ex-Keith Thurman fans. And they thought that, they're like, oh, Errol's ducking, Keith Thurman's ducking Errol. See, Errol kind of ran through a lot of fan bases already. There are legitimately, there were legitimate Sean Porter fans. There are legitimate, definitely Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia had legitimate fan bases. And Errol and all those guys Errol was saying they're all ducking me. And Errol's fan base was saying, look, man, you guys are ducking him, you're ducking him, right? That's what Devin Haney's crew bit off of. All of that, we're ducking, you're ducking stuff, right? All that duck talk, excessive duck talk. You know what I mean? Crawford all cap, WBO needs to strip him. He's bluffing. Demo in the building. Much love in that super chat. Thank you for that support, bro. And Soda Black said, what happened to Thriller Boxing? Triller, you talking about Triller Boxing? Oh, dog, they in the trash, dog. Those dudes don't know how to promote a fight, man. They don't know how to promote a fight, brother. And now they didn't pay somebody for a fight, which is dead in the water. You don't pay somebody for a fight, bro, that's dead in the water, man. You know what I'm saying? That's dead. That's absolutely positively dead in the water. So now they got a rep for not paying. They're as dead as MTK Global. You know what I'm saying? And dude, I'm telling you, man, that thing is going to get wider. Thing is going to get wider. Mike Kirkland in the building said, Devin Haney fans, somewhat like Canelo fans, Crawford fans, not that bad. Nah, they're not that bad. Crawford fans are not that bad. They're really not that bad because they're not that young. Canelo fans are just ridiculous, dude. They all died. Canelo Alvarez fans don't even exist anymore, man. It's like, what happened to Canelo fans, man? Canelo Alvarez fans went into retirement. And he fights this Gennady Golovkin fight, RJ said, I'm a boxing fan, not any individual boxer. I just see the best fight. I just want to see the best fight the best. I'm going to complete your sentence for it. Hey, man, I don't think there's nothing wrong with being fans of boxers. There's nothing wrong with being a fan of a boxer. I personally don't understand how you can help it. It's very hard not to root for one guy over the other. And just to look at it clinically like you don't care. Almost every fight I have a desire for the outcome of the fight. You know what I mean? I got a desire for the outcome, except for like Viterbia Smith. I'm kind of rooting for Viterbia. Honestly, like I'm rooting for that's funny. Like Joe Smith, like I should want Joe Smith to win because he's the American, but I kind of like Viterbia, man. Kind of like Viterbia. But I rooted for Mike. I rooted for Sir Marcus Brown over Viterbia. But man, Sir Marcus Brown just doesn't have that full package, man. I hope he's still in the gym working, man. But who do I have? Fanon, you watching Viterbia Smith tonight? Yeah, more than likely I will. He said, who's the Canelo? Do they exist? I don't know, man. I haven't seen one in a long time. I'm telling you, I haven't seen one in a while, man. They kind of like those AJ fans. They just kind of, poof, where'd they go? You know what I mean? Like, poof, where'd they go? Right? And it's amazing how these fight. Like, I will tell you for sure who got a fan base and they don't go nowhere. Manny Pacman Pacquiao. Nah, am I going for the live for the fight? Probably not, man. I do this every day, bro. I gotta protect my brain cells at night, man. You know what I mean? So more than likely not, 00. More than likely not, man. Because I get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, man. We have this conversation every day, man. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that like button. And thank y'all to everybody that supports, man. What's going on, Stone Alone in the building? What's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Blessed Two Fish said, Kinahan, Arum, Fury, Crawford, to name a few, will no longer be associated with boxing, illegal activity. I would not put, man, I don't, why you put Bud on that? Because Bud got advised by him? Bud don't know nothing, man. Bud ain't over there. Bud probably didn't know. Bud probably didn't know. They're offering a lot of money, man. Those guys pay a lot of money, man. Those guys were throwing around a lot of money, man. A lot of dough, a lot of change, dog. A lot of change. So cats got pulled this way, that way by the change. You know what I mean? Pacquiao, yeah. Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's fan base rides with Manny Pacquiao, bro. Rides with him. Deontay Wilder's fan base rides with Deontay Wilder. Absolutely, positively rides with Deontay Wilder. A lot of the also rans are gone, though. A lot of the also ran. A lot of the kind of like those dudes are gone. But it is what it is, man. There's talk of Manny coming out of retirement. I wouldn't be surprised if he did, but I think he's trying to get that. I think he's just trying to maybe get some exhibition fights. He can do the exhibition fights as well as Mayweather can. He might as well jump in there with one of them. Hey, he need to go ahead and fight Jake Paul. See, get Jake Paul, man. Do something like that, man. Yeah, man, those guys are moving a lot of money. And so they're moving a lot of money, and hey, man, you're offering a lot of money, so it is what it is. But cats that signed with them are ass out now. Regis Prograis was, all those guys over there going to the Middle East over there. It is what it is, though, man. I told y'all though, so whatever. Don't listen to me next time. I told you. First of all, bro, you can't go fixing fights like that, man. And honestly, man, I wouldn't be surprised if they fix the third. Can't go fixing fights like that, man. That was my take. I'm like, dude, you way too blatant with that. Like, that's just over the top blatant. Like you just all out in the streets, dog. They had like a sea of them. You know what I mean? Like, I had a sea of them. Then they probably ran those dudes' passports and were like, what? Like, what is this? Who's the most avoided fighter in boxing? Most avoided fighter in boxing. Gary Russell Jr. was. Who is the most avoided fighter now? I don't know. That's really tough to say. Jamal, probably. Jamal. Because Jamal's ducked back. Either Jamal Charlo or Demetrius Andrade. One or the other. That's a good one. Nah, not Jerron. Jerron ain't got there yet to be the most avoided. So, man, if you don't get the fuck out of my life, Abdul Smith. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That was a guttural reaction, bro. Man, if you do not get out of here with that, Devin Haney's the most avoided, man. If you do not get out of here with that, dog. If you do not get out of here with that, dog. Man, he said Haney, dog. Sorry about that, man. I'm like, man, please don't bring the propaganda back. Seriously, man, he's undisputed now. You don't need the propaganda anymore. No, you can turn the propaganda machine off now. Okay, you can just go click, just turn it off. Don't waste your gas. He's undisputed. All right. Said if you're messing with me, good job, dog. If you're messing with me, good job. You got it done, dog. Without a doubt, dog. Hey, man, D Webb in the building. Said Pacman fans are some of the most toxic online, OG. Oh, yeah, very, very toxic. Very toxic, dog. Almost as toxic as, look, man. Hey, man, no joke, bro. I was so sick, man. They made so hard for me to like Devin Haney. So hard, man. Because they were just so over the top, bro. So over the top, man. So I understand what you're saying, man, but God dog, you over the top with it, man. Like, look, man, I ain't gonna be out here talking about how everybody's hating Errol like that. Dude, there's some cats that pick him to lose, okay? Other than that, Errol's one of the more loved fighters in boxing. You know, Gervonta ain't hated on and ignored. Dude, everybody watches those guys fight. It's the rest of them dudes nobody gives a shit about. I mean, if you be honest with it, like if you honest with it, if you're being straight up honest, dude, more people like Errol, more people like Errol than they do Terence. So, dude, really, it's just who are you talking to? You know what I'm saying? Like loud people you will hear more. It's easier to hear negativity than it is to hear positivity. Positivity just kind of, you know, it's just good to hear. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. It's not abrasive. You know what I mean? It's not abrasive. When people talk a lot of crap, it's abrasive and it ruffles, it rubs you the wrong way, so you feel it. You know what I mean? It's like a butterfly. It's like there could be 1,000 butterflies in your yard. It may be, I don't exaggerate, 1,000, that's too much. Say there's like 7 butterflies in your lawn, man. When you sitting out there, you may not even notice them. But let there be one goddamn hornet fly near you, dude. You're gonna be like, oh, what the hell? Going to get the raid and all kind of stuff. Because them hornets, you notice them hornets. Them butterflies, they'll flutter right by you. Maybe you notice them, maybe you don't. You know what I mean? So that's where it is with that stuff. Dude, let me tell you, the flat truth of it is, dog, Devin ain't got no fans in any real sense. Devin Haney doesn't have a lot of fans. Bud has some fans. But Bud ain't got fans like Errol got fans. Errol, like I said, 40,000 people come to see him fight. Tank sells out 19,000. He sells out everywhere he goes, man. Trust me, man. Trust me. The ones that are truly loved and appreciated are Errol and Gervonta. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? All that other talk, that's just stuff that rubs you the wrong way. Don't get it twisted, bro. It's stuff that just rubs you the wrong way. Powerhouse Botson said, hey, rewatch Benavidez and Darrell in your spare time going great. Oh, that was a good fight. Hey, that was a good fight, no doubt. Powerhouse Watson in that super chat, brother. Thank you for that support. Say the Golden Eagle mentoring program said that's a cool analogy. Yeah, man. You get it though. It's like that's really what it is. Because trust me, man, like, dude, there's a lot of comments that come by the channel every day. A lot of comments. And I have to really stop going into my comment section too much. Because if I go into my comment section too much, this is what you'll see. This is what I see, my experience. If there's like an Errol Spence Jr. video, right? I will get called a Terence Crawford hater like 15 times. Like as soon as I look at it, like, oh, you're hating. Oh, this, that. And they'll say a bunch of stuff, right? But then I'll go look at the likes. And then it'll be like 98% likes, 2% dislikes. But those 2% are going to leave comments. And it makes it look disproportionate. And I caught that really early on in when I started doing this. That people would say, look what people are saying in your comment section. They don't agree with you. But you look at the likes, they're like, hold on, man. Way more people hit that like button than hit the dislike button. And you're just talking. The people that agree with you just hit the thumbs up and leave. A lot of the people that leave the comments are people that just want to argue. So what I would say is you got to brush a lot of that stuff off, man. There's not a lot of hate. There's not a lot of hate on Errol. There's a lot of love for Errol out there, man. A lot of love for Errol out there. Gordon Massey said, I was a huge fan of Spence until I discovered Crawford and seen the different color. You're making that up, Jordan Massey. How you don't know boxing then? See, Jordan Massey, let me tell you how a very casual boxing fan, and I don't mean that as an insult. Let me show you how a very casual boxing fan gets busted for being a novice boxing fan. And first, I'm going to check your account just to make sure you didn't make that up today. You didn't just make that up today. That's good. You've been around a long time. So let me tell you why I know you're not a big boxing fan. Because anybody that discovered Terence Crawford after they discovered Errol Spence Jr., you just started watching boxing, dog. You just started watching boxing. Or you're not really serious into boxing. Because Terence Crawford was there a long time before Errol was. Errol, dude, Terence had been a professional for years before Errol came out. So I don't know how you would catch Terence after you caught Errol. I think Terence Crawford was on the pound for was like number 2 or number 3 pound for pound before Errol even won a belt. And that's just real. Hey, Holmes, stay in your lane. What you talking about? Crawford personality sucks by not signing boxing gloves. That's messed up. He doesn't sign boxing gloves? The resume, I'm just telling the truth. What are you talking about? You just telling the truth. Who are you talking about to, Anthony Robinson? Hey, what's going on? Hey, man, what's going on, man? Al Money was saying what's up to Blacksmith Ross. I ain't seen Blacksmith Ross yet. What's going on, Blacksmith Ross? How you feeling today? Hey, man, some people don't want to sign. Why would you want to sign gloves? Yeah, that's kind of funny if you don't sign gloves, dog. Yeah, he's kind of a dick. Yeah. Dog, man, dude, these people are your fans, man. Muhammad Ali signed gloves, man. Why won't you sign gloves, man? Everybody, Mike Tyson signs gloves, man. Roberto Duran signs gloves, man. Everybody, why wouldn't you sign gloves, man? Why would you not sign gloves, man? Where people are really support you, man. Y'all, man, I'm trying to tell you, dog. I don't understand it. I don't understand that, dude. What in the world would possess a fighter not to sign gloves? At the Hall of Fame, he didn't want to be said. He will sign a shirt, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Signing a shirt. Anyway, whatever, man. Do you. He can do whatever he want to do. That's him. No worries, man. Like, what is this, man? Open the freaking app, bro. Oh, man, much love in that. Oh, man, my thing's about to run out already. Hey, man, much love in that Cash App, bro. Thank you. Hey, man, we got Cash App Day today. Thank you. T-Bags a Meal said, enjoying the show and support. Thank you so much for that support, Tommy, in the building. Thank you so much. My man, Cedric Warren in that Cash App, brother. Thank you so much for that support this fine morning. He said, who wins, Layla Ali or Ann Wolf if they fought? Give me Ann Wolf. Give me Ann Wolf, man. I'm so glad Ann Wolf made it into that Hall of Fame. She just seems to me sometimes to be so unhappy. I'm really, really glad. I'm really, really happy for her. My man, Old Gold in the building, that Cash App said, always spot on, Fanon, salute. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. That means that your Uzi weighs a ton. Thank you for that big $5 support, man. And the big $10 in that Cash App to my man. John Boy said, off to work. Have a blessed day. Thank you, John Boy. Man, John Boy and my man Blacksmith Ross, what's good? Thank you so much for that support, man. It means a ton. Yeah, I mean, I would go with Ann Wolf. You know, I would go with Ann Wolf. Ann Wolf is a sentimental favorite of mine, though. I think that Layla Ali is a very talented fighter, though. Like, I would say that Layla Ali may be the most talented fighter that I've seen. The most talented female fighter. She was very, very talented, man. Like, she picked up that sport quick, and she had very fast hands. She had good feet. She was very, very tough. Like, you know, the level of competition may have been a little bit different, you know? But if you had given her, like, a long amateur background, dog, seriously. She put them hands on you, man. She'll put them hands on you. Very, very good fighter, man. Very good fighter, man. Look, what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about, dude? We don't need your toxicity, Jordan. I'm sorry, we don't need your toxicity today. Go take your toxic shit somewhere else. Whatever bad thing you got going on in your day, dude, take all that you got going on and go somewhere with it. There's no reason for anybody to be upset if somebody wins or loses a boxing match, dude. It's a boxing match. You ain't even going to come around if Bud loses. All right? You ain't going to be coming around if Bud don't take the fight. Stuart Valentine said, did you see Tyson miniseries out on Hulu soon? It's not the Jamie Foxx one, but as a fan of Mike, I watched it all. Nah, I haven't, dude. You know, nah, I haven't seen that, man. I haven't seen it. I don't do a lot of Mike Tyson, dog. Mike Tyson is, you know, Mike Tyson to me, man, he's out there buffooning half the time, bro. Like, to me, I don't really, Mike out there buffooning the majority of the time. You know, I don't know. Now, I wouldn't say that to his face because he'll knock the shit out you. However, he out there, but Mike buffoons too much for me, man. Mike Kirkland said, for my boy John Boy, you know I always catch the show. What's up, Mike Kirkland? Much love in that super chat, brother. He out there buffooning too much for me, man. Like, too much buffoonery. Too much buffoonery, bro. However, man, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, Tyson's banned. See you later, dog. Good luck over there in the UK. Can't fight in the US no more. Leverage cut in half. Leverage cut in half, huh? Leverage cut in half. All of a sudden, homie. Hey, guess what? You better go fight. You better go fight Francis Ngannou over there in the UK. You better go fight Francis Ngannou over there in the UK. How big is somebody let me know, how big is the UFC in the UK? God don't like ugly, man. God don't like ugly. I'm going to tell you, God don't like ugly. And that's what you got. God don't like ugly. How you going to fight? Hey, how's the WWE? How's the WWE? How's the WWE how was the World Wrestling Federation in the UK? You're gonna go get a cheap little UK. You're gonna pick up some you're gonna get into wrestling? How you gonna get into wrestling in the UK? You better pick up some darts. You better pick up some darts. And guess what else? They're not even gonna televise you, homie. They're not even gonna televise you. They may not even televise you. They may not even televise you, man. ESPN may not even televise you, homie, depending on how bad it is. Depending on how bad it is, you better pick up darts. See if they like 7-foot dart throwers. Hey, John Boy said, driving to work, big bro, Mike Kirkland. Just had to put some respect on your name on the weekday. That's what's up, John Boy. Man, I appreciate y'all. The big support, brother. That's what's up, man. So yeah, man, y'all better throw some darts or something. How them darts going, dog? Shazak said, why is the Tyson Fury not allowed in the United States? Because he is a known associate of an international drug money laundering, weapons trading crime kingpin who is his friend and who he is not going to disavow. And he will not disavow him either. That's his guy. Who his main business partner is. So yeah, there you go. You know the guy that got him out of that steroid stuff by bribing Martin Carefoot into lying about wild boar meat that he didn't eat. Dog, I'm trying to tell you, bro, God don't like ugly, man. They don't like ugly, man. They don't like, and so I hope I shouldn't be too ugly on this, but they don't like ugly. So yeah, now all that cheating, all that nonsense, yeah. Now the U.S. is off the market. Now, can he get it back in? Maybe he can. People are saying he's blocked for the time being. How are you going to unblock that, dude? You are a known associate of that guy. You are an associate of his. You're not going to disavow. You didn't disavow him. You said, that's my guy. You out there in public saying, thank you, Daniel Kinahan, for getting me fights. That is your advisor. You know that is still his advisor. Because you know what? He's going to ride for his. He's going to ride. He's asking for $500 million. Dude, there ain't no fight, dog. He has to fight in the UK. He has to fight in the UK. That's where he has to fight. I don't understand how he's going to get back in after that. Now, like I said, I'm not an expert on it. I don't know. But I don't know how he's going to get back in after that. Like, you think they're letting Pablo Escobar's, if they say, nah, man, I'm sorry, dude, you know, you're a known associate of a Mexican drug cartel. You're banned. What are they going to do? File an appeal? Oh, I'm sorry. You know, can we just come on? I'm sorry. No, it's none of y'all. Any of y'all that are associated with him, you're all banned. Keep y'all asses over there. Do not come trying to hide. Come try to sneak up over yonder. Trying to tell you. So that is just, ooh-wee. Top rank just lost their dude. Even Floyd Mayweather Jr. never got $500 million. Dude, he ain't getting $500 million, dude. They probably lost money on that last fight, man. Get out of here, man. That is what's it. He will fight in the UK or the Middle East. Okay, yeah, exactly. He's going to box over there. What's he going to, let me tell you, he's not going to come over here and fight in the UFC, and he's not going to come over here and do WWE. That he has to come to the United States for. So if he wants to go box, yeah, he can go box over the UK. He can go box in the Middle East. Maybe he can box in the Middle East. Maybe. You don't even know that for sure. Because dude, if the U.S. bans you, dog, there's probably other countries that are banning him. That doesn't mean that he's the only one. Probably, and I would suspect that the United States is not the only country to ban him. Probably not. They're probably working as a unit, like Ireland. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Ireland was the one that's on him like that. He may be banned from Ireland, man. He may be banned from United Arab Emirates. Dude, you just don't know how many people where he's banned from. If you get banned in one place, dog, that don't mean that's it. You know what I mean? Hold on one second. That does not mean that's the end of the line, dog. You got banned, you may get banned, period. Man, much love in that Cash App, brother. Y'all showing big love today. Kenneth in the building. My man, Ken Joe 98 says, salute, Fanon. Thank you, brother. Salute to you, sir. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting the channel and not allowing it to be shut down by a lot of craziness. Dog, cats really thought they could shut me down, too. I ain't gonna lie on that one. I'll throw out the truth every once in a while here and there, just so you know. It's your boy, Mo Pressure. Much love, Mo Pressure. He said, for your grind, bro. Thank you very much, man, because the grind is long, man. The grind is long, dog. Pause. Or that's what she said. Pause. Oh, Valley said, why is he banned acting up? All right. He's banned because he is an associate of a guy named Daniel Kinahan. So Daniel Kinahan is a reputed, that's reputation, reputed drug kingpin. He is said to be one of the biggest heroin dealers, arms dealers, money launderers in the world. And that's his guy. So since that's his guy, they're like, nope, can't come in the country. That's why they said, what do they do? I forget exactly what they did in the United States originally. They pretty much said, what did they do? Oh, they pretty much put a warrant out on him, on Daniel Kinahan. They were like, look, dude, oh, that's what they did. They offered like a $5 million reward for information. Yeah, not just mob ties, way up there ties. And they offered like a $5 million reward for information related to it. I wouldn't be surprised, dog, if he showed up in the United States if he was arrested. Like if he wasn't sitting up in a jail cell, like I don't even know why he risked coming. On the real, I don't know why you would even risk coming. If you had got in, man, they might have said, nah, keep him out, dog, because we don't want the publicity of just having to put him in a jail cell. I'm telling you, man, them cats ain't playing, bro. Love it or hate it said, hit that like button, y'all. It don't cost nothing. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for that support, bro. That means a lot. Bob Arum's not clean. Let me tell you, Bob Arum said we are. He said, big up to the mob for now. Hey, you know what it is. What's the menu sports TV? Should Benavidez go to fight light heavyweight? I don't know, man. I don't know what fights are there for him, man. He's probably to stay 168, right where he is, so he can get fights. So he can get fights. I don't know who's going to fight him up at 175, man. 175 is like top rank. Really? Oh, no, but Golden Boy got Gilberto Ramirez. If he can, he should probably stay at 168. Nobody's going to get that Canelo Alvarez fight, man. Canelo got about 2 more fights. He's going to get up out of here, dog. Not the first boxer to have ties to criminals. Nope. Definitely not. Definitely not the first guys to have it. But the first boxer I've ever heard being banned of coming into the United States because of it. That's the first one that I've heard of. Oh, but you know, like Kirstini's got put in jail because he was an enforcer for those guys. You know? Is Bob Arum under investigation? Dude, all those guys, man, they was looking at all those dudes with any ties. But Bob Arum kept his hand, according to Bob Arum, Bob was like, look, man, as soon as we got any sense of it, we disassociated ourselves from him. As soon as he got any sense of an investigation, he separated himself from that. It's like, look, man, I don't want nothing to do with that. You ain't clinking me up on this. So I don't think he does now, man. Bob 95, I'm 90 years old, man. Let Bob rest. Let Bob rest, dog. B. Murphy said, I asked about Dubai because I think that's where I thought Kinahan was living. Yeah, that's where I think he's living. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I haven't really keep track of him, man. To tell you the truth, I stopped keeping track of it. I just put it out there early. And I told y'all, and it is what it is, dog. It is what it is. We'll see. B. Murray said, I asked about, okay, I got that, man. Said they all crooks at the top or they deal with crooks. It is what it is, man. It's music industry, boxing. There's a lot of guys up there, man. You know, Jawbreaker said, now everyone want Errol to pay for Bud's poor business acumen. Hey, man, we'll see. Look, man, Bud just need to go ahead and take that fight for like short change and a one-sided rematch clause. Short change and a one-sided rematch clause, dog. One-sided. If Errol lose, yeah, say, hey, Fanon, you said a while ago Fury's associations were going to cause him serious problems with the U.S. government. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And they all came by and ridiculed me for that one. Ridicule, man. Oh, yeah. George Woods, much love in that super chat, brother. Said, hey, listen, Sonny, listen, lots of ties to the Las Vegas, Nevada. Yeah, absolutely. Dude, let me tell you something, man. There's a lot of guys that are real funny business, man. And I'm keeping their names out of my mouth for the most part. So it is what it is, man. There's a lot of that in there, man. There's a lot of it, dog. A lot of it. Jawbreaker said, now everybody want air. Okay, yeah, I got that. I mean they would not do it. Oh, no, they wouldn't do it. Bud wouldn't do it. Do you think Bud is going to get that dude anything? Man, please. If the shoe was on the other foot, come on, man. If the shoe was on the other foot, we wouldn't even be hearing this. If the shoe was on the other foot, we wouldn't be hearing this because Bud wouldn't be calling for the fight. I don't believe it. No way. But we'll see. You know what I mean? Hey, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. I gotta be right back. And then we'll put some cats on the chat. We'll do the call-ins. We got 500-600 people in the building now. We'll do a little bit. Boxing has always been corrupt since has always had that corrupt side since the 1800s. Yeah, if this Bud, we wouldn't be having these conversations. We didn't have none of these conversations. Because if he was that big a draw and was making money and all that, he'd be a top-ranked fighting top-ranked fighters, and people would be like, Errol don't deserve to fight. I guarantee you, the same people would have never gave Errol any of this press. That's for me. Hey, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Ali's first investors were mobbed up. You talking about the Kansas City? You talking about the Kentucky Cats? All righty, I'm back. Sorry about that, bro. All right, so we're going to put a link in the chat. We're going to put a link in the chat because you know, it's Saturday. We got 600 people, roughly 600 people in the building. Let's get that interaction going on, bro. Yeah, we got that first link there, brother. If y'all want to jump on, let me know. Preferably people that want to debate something and supporters of the channel, primarily. Because, dog, seriously, the supporters, cats that support the channel are really, really, really the central part of the channel. So if y'all were supporters of the channel or you really do have some issue you want to like legitimately debate, hit that link. We can do that. Let me move on though. Jawbreaker says, so true. What is so true? Yeah, man, look, dude, here's the thing. Wherever there's boxing, there's gambling. Wherever there's gambling, there's organized crime. That's it. You got all kind of stuff around boxing matches that are all illegal. You got people that are selling, whenever there's a big boxing match, there's people selling a lot of drugs. There's a lot of prostitutes. There's a lot of illegal gambling. There's a lot of all of that stuff going on, bro. Facebook Messenger, okay. How you get me on Facebook Messenger? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I'll look right now. I didn't get it. Hey, is that the boxing voice for real? Shout out to the boxing voice, bro. I gotta check that, dude. That would be an honor, man. I love the boxing voice. Hold on one second, man. Make sure ain't nobody tricking on the boxing voice, bro. Make sure ain't nobody tricking on the boxing voice. Oh, that's verified, bro. Yeah, that's the boxing voice, man. What's up? Man, that's a big honor, brother. What's up, man? But hey, man, one of the best channels that there is, man. Dude, and by the way, congratulations on your stuff, man. God, dog. Yeah, wrench up the box we had, no doubt. Hey, man, for real, congratulations on your channel, dude. I don't know what y'all doing, but god dang. Y'all are next level with that shit, dude. Seriously, man. Congratulations, bro. And I appreciate that, man. Shout out to you, man. I'm gonna let you know that's for real. I'm just like, god dog, what those dudes doing over there? Yeah, you got the mod, man, so nobody messes with you if you come back, brother. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, brother. He said, yeah, me, champ. We support you. Next time in Vegas, stop by the studio and jump on with it. Oh, yeah, that's what's up for sure, bro. We'll do that, brother. Love your show, man. Love your show, and congratulations on that success, dog. That's bananas. Hey, last minute heroics in the building. What's going on, man?
Hey, who you got tonight?
Who do I got tonight between who and who?
Viterbia and that Joe guy.
Oh, Viterbia by death. Viterbia by bloody massacre.
Yeah, I was just wondering about your thoughts about it.
Oh, my thoughts on it is this, man. Look, Joe Smith, I'm rooting for Joe Smith because Joe Smith's American, so I really want him to do very, very well. However, I just think that Arthur Viterbia is the best at 175, and he's just so strong. And you know, I just think that Joe Smith is like the ultimate overachiever. And I really do wish him the best. I really, like, now that I think about it, I should probably want him to win. It's just that even though I want you to win, I don't mean I'm going to tell you that I really, you know, that I think you will. So it's a case of me wanting Joe Smith to do really well because he's an American. But at the same time, Arthur Viterbia, dog, I don't think anybody go near that dude, man. Like, he's just until he shows me something where he looks like he's slipping. He's a cat that I think should be on the pound for pound list for sure. Like, and it's like nobody ever says his name, but I'm like, no, dude, this dude he's a killer, man. Very, very strong. Yeah, man. That's what I think about him, man.
All right, that's all I want to know. Appreciate it.
Hey, no worries, man. Hey, thanks for stopping by Last Minute Heroics.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Peace. Yeah, that's what's up. Yes, sir. So yeah, hit that link, man. He said, let me see. Salute said, oh, the Boxing Boys just subscribed to the channel and watched for a short time now. Love it. Keep up the great work. Yeah, man, definitely subscribe to the Boxing Voice, dude. They do real good work, man. They do real good work, man. Ness knows the shit out of his boxing, though. And he be on your neck. Hey, Ness, I don't know if I'm going into your studio, dog. You be putting that heat on them boys, man. You be putting them heat on them boys, dog. I might have to study for a month before I go anywhere near Ness. That dude got all of, man. That dude got the last 10 years. Well, I would say what the last 10 years, dude, just stuck on his brain, bro. It's very, very impressive, dog. And I think that y'all support me, man. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you, man. So yeah, man. So let me get back, man, to the chat, man. We say Boxing Voice always pushing for Charlo Benavidez. Yeah, that's what's up. No doubt. Big. Yeah. I don't get a chance enough to watch them enough, but I do. Those guys know their boxing, man. They really, really do. They know their boxing over there, and definitely know what's going on in the world of boxing. My OG. Oh, that's Kirkland. I'll say it anyway. Let's get back to the subject, man. Maybe I think it's Bud's ego and lack of business acumen. He hasn't taken responsibility for the size of his fan base. Look, man, as far as all that stuff, Blacksmith Ross said, I'm sorry. Yeah, I did. A big $10 super chat sitting there. My bad. Thank you, brother, for letting me know that, man. Blacksmith Ross said, most guys don't see the big picture. Bud is a jerk, but maybe smart if it works. He knows Spence needs all the belts to complete his legacy, but Bud did undisputed. Spence got to pay for the last belt. Look, man, that shit ain't gonna mean nothing to them cats, dog. I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, it ain't Errol. That don't mean nothing. Steven Espinoza don't care about them belts, dog. This is my take. I don't think Steven Espinoza cares about Undisputed. That dude ain't a boxing fan in the sense of let's make this happen because we really want to see. They don't care. Like, I'm telling you, the straightest shooter of the straightest shooters is Leonard Ellerbe. Leonard Ellerbe is telling you like a T.I. is. That man said, look, what you think is a big fight ain't what we think is a big fight. We got all the pay-per-view numbers. We know what people do. We ain't about to lose money. Okay, we're not in the business of losing money. We're not DAZN. Where they go, we're not Eddie Hearn. We're not about to run around here losing money. And guess what? You can't do that if you're Steven Espinoza. So Steven Espinoza cannot be out there for multiple reasons. One, and I'm telling you this, dude, like telling you, Steven Espinoza knows where his bread is buttered. If he doesn't, and I cannot believe he is, if he doesn't know where his bread is buttered, he's an idiot. And he ain't no idiot. Okay, so he knows where his bread is buttered. His bread is buttered with Errol Spence. His bread is buttered with Gervonta Tank Davis. He's trying to get Jaron Ennis. Those are the guys, those three guys. And you may tell me, like, if he can get his hands on Canelo, right? If he can get his hands on Canelo, if he can give Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, Gervonta Davis, right? Those are the guys that are going to keep boxing conversations going. They're the big draws that bring people and satisfy his subscribers. For him to risk a big money man of his against a guy that is not signed on Showtime, is not committed to continually fighting on Showtime, is a big chance for him. So if he invests, first of all, if he invests a ton of money and he loses, so not only does he lose a bunch of money by saying, and I'm saying, say, for example, he goes with what the common thoughts are, which is, everybody wants to see this fight. It's going to do 1 million pay-per-views. It's worth the $20 million or $25 million guaranteed. They're going to make that money back easy. If he does that and he's wrong, because these numbers, if he speculates about what it's going to be, instead of basing it on what the prior numbers were and projecting it that way and being conservative, and he's wrong, then they lose money on the fight, right? Which means by that I mean it takes a big chunk of his budget out, which makes it harder for him to afford other fights, right? Then, and on top of it, Errol loses. You lose Errol as a star, or his star stuff takes a big hit, right? His star stuff takes a big hit, and they lose money. No, dude, they're going to be like, look, man, first of all, I'm going to need a rematch clause, and we need like a trilogy. This has got to be a guarantee. Like, if it was me, I'd be like, this has got to be a guaranteed trilogy. If Errol loses, Errol going to get 3 fights out of you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just like that Tyson Fury stuff. So it's like when Deontay Wilder fought Tyson Fury, they were like, when they did that rematch, they did the rematch, they got, what did they get? 2 fights out of that. When Deontay Wilder did it again, they got 2 fights out of that. Because they're like, look, we know Deontay may lose, but nah, dude, we're going to get the money out of it. And they got and I suspect they got their money worth out of it. They got their subscriber base, the people who came to subscribe, they got all of that. So I think one of the big hangups is that. Because I'm telling you, if it was me, if it was my business, I would be looking at Bud like, look, man, I'm going to tell you right now. You're going to have to sign, you're going to have to do something like long term with me. You have to do it long term. Because you can't take these belts and run. And I personally would get a dude, I would personally make him fight another fight first. Even though Steven Espinoza dismissed that idea and said, I don't think there's any real reason to build multiple fights, to do multiple fights. It's kind of ready to go. But to me, I don't know. I don't like the way Steven Espinoza sounds when he talks about that. That sounds like a guy that's not trying to hire me. Hey, Blacksmith Ross, so you're correct, Fanon, but Spence cares about Undisputed and Al Heyman cares about what Spence wants and Showtime cares about what Al Heyman wants. No, I'm telling you, I don't agree with that. Errol Spence cares about what Errol Spence cares about. Al Heyman cares about what Al Heyman cares about. And Steven Espinoza cares about what Steven Espinoza cares about. They all got distinct, and they all have separate and distinct motivations that overlap with each other, because they can create win-win situations. But dude, if Al Heyman wants to give Errol a $90 million guarantee, Steven Espinoza is going to be like, no, I'm sorry. I can't afford that. That's too expensive. Dude, Steven Espinoza said, check this. Steven Espinoza said he can't, that it's too probably, well, I'm not going to say he said it, but it sounded like he was saying that the fight with Keith Thurman and Jerron Ennis is too expensive. Hey, Blacksmith Ross said, I hear you. Okay, Fanon, I hear you. We'll see. Oh, we will see. But we're never going to see them contracts, though. Hopefully the fight gets done, bro. Fanon said we in a relationship. What do you mean we in a relationship? We are. What's in a relationship? Be careful, Fanon. What are you talking about, Hugh Gris? Be careful about what? What should I be careful about? Hugh Gris with fire? What should I be careful about? Let me know. What should I be careful about? I don't get that. What did I say to be careful? That I should be careful about? I'm just telling you what I think. I don't work for these dudes. You know what I mean? It said, Blacksmith Ross, I hope we do get the fight. Indeed, yes, I do. Boxing's still recovering from COVID. The money will come back. Hey, man, hey, dude, a whole lot of stuff. But we're in a recession, too. We're about to jump into a recession. Them prices about to go skyrocket, dog. Them Dude, we got like the highest inflation since the 80s. It's crazy out there, man. That money is real funny, man. I'm late in the chat. My bad. Oh, okay. Thanks. I'm like, yeah, I don't understand what you're talking about. Be careful about what? B. Murray said, I don't think Spence cares that much. I think Bud thinks he does, which will screw up the negotiations. I think Errol cares about it because that's what Errol said he wanted to do, man. But like I said, Errol, dude, a fighter, look, man, it's not a one-man gang, bro. Honestly, boxing need these guys to fight. Yeah, I think they do. No doubt about it. I agree with that. They definitely need it, man. I need this fight, man, so I can laugh at y'all when Errol wins. Ha, 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 ha. No, I'm just kidding. Dog, that fight can go either way, bro. Y'all can understand me, dog. I like Errol Spence Jr., bro. I like Errol Spence Jr. a lot as a fighter. Love the way he fights, but I understand this is an easy, even money fight, man. So all y'all cornballs trying to make your name off stuff, dog, look, when the fight gets made, I'm going to sit back and enjoy the fight. That's all I'm going to do, dog, and I'm going to be – that's it. I mean, I want Errol to win. I do. I like Errol, and that's just like I wanted Terence Crawford, to beat Julius Ndungo. It is what it is, man. I like Errol. I like Errol as a person. And I'm rooting for him. You know what I mean? And Bud blocked me from Instagram. So why would I root for him? So that's just what it is. If you block me off, why would I root for somebody to block me for no reason off Instagram? I didn't even know I was blocked. Like, what? How come Bud doesn't have an Instagram page? People are like, yeah, he does. And they went to the Instagram. I was like, every time I look up his Instagram page, it says it doesn't exist. The link doesn't exist. They're like, oh, that means you blocked. Like, I'm blocked. What? Why would I be blocked? What did I do to Bud? So right there, dog, I got blocked by Bud, dog. Dog, they can't stand me, dog. Like big boxing, Bernie the Boxer can't stand me, dog, because I just, I'll tell you what I think, dog. So it's hard for me to root for you if you block me, dog, because I didn't do anything to you, Bud. Okay? I supported you for years and years and years and years and years and years, dog. All through, I supported him in the lightweights, dog. Supported him at 140. Supported him to get the Manny Pacquiao fight, dog. All of that stuff, man. He said, the truth hurts. The truth hurts, brother. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. I was just kind of like, wow, dog. Well, I can't wish the best for you, dog, if you won't even let me see your workout photos. Hey, Fanon, Nate's Boxing Nation in the bill said, Fanon, do you think it will be a different fight with Boots and Spence compared to Spence? Yes, absolutely. Yes. Oh my God. Yes, I do. I gotta, Fanon, they blocked you or you don't like you because you like Spence too much. Hey, man, that shit is silly, dog. Man, as a whole, man, come on, man. Come on, man, that's silly. Why would me do little old me? Come on, man. Who am I to be blocking? What does it matter what I got to say? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man. Hey, Robert Robles, happy birthday. Happy Father's Day to you, brother. Thank you so much, bro. I posted to his page about the Spence fight and got blocked. Yeah, I have never posted on his page ever. I have never commented on any of his Twitter posts. Never have commented. I've never commented on any of Terence Crawford's Instagram. He literally had to just go to me and block me. There's like no way that I said anything to offend him because I've never said anything to him. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dog, you white block little old me, dog. Who am I, man, to be blocking? I can understand why Dan Rayfield blocked me because I ate his ass up. Dan Rayfield needed to block. Dan Rayfield needed to block me. Because, dog, I was running through Dan. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I had all kinds. You know who never blocked me? Dougie Fisher never blocked me. I'm like, of all the cats not to block me, Dougie Fisher never blocked me. The fact that Dougie Fisher never blocked me, I was like, I ain't never gonna talk bad about Dougie Fisher again. Because Dougie Fisher got what you call intestinal fortitude, dog. And so I gained a lot of respect for him off that, man. I'm like, dude, he never blocked me. And I would talk bad about Dougie Fisher. I used to talk bad about Dougie Fisher. Never like the other people did. I never called him no coon and all of that crap. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I don't know. That man got a black wife, black kids. You know what I'm saying? That man, just because he likes midget fights doesn't make him a bad guy. Just because he likes midget fights don't mean that he's a bad guy. But you telling me that somebody's lineal because you say so. It's like, nah, dog. Stop. Lineal means line, dog. You doing that. You doing all that. You're conflating Ring Magazine with the Undisputed Championship. You are conflating lineal and ring. Okay, you decided that he was the ring champion. You didn't decide that he was the lineal champion. You just are using lineal and ring at the same time. And you're being tricky with your words, bro. You are a journalism graduate. I am a law school one. So let me tell you, I'm going to listen to what you say exactly and what you mean. And what you're doing is conflating two things and trying to confuse somebody with them. And I busted his ass out for that. So he threw me out because you're never going to get away with that on me. I mean it, dog. Don't get tricky dick with me. Because if you get tricky dick, I'm going to be like, nah, dog, you getting tricky. All right. Don't get tricky. All right. Say your opinion. I will have all fun. But, dog, don't try to pull the wool over my eyes, dog. Don't try to slick talk me. Be like, yeah, he's the lineal champion because in 2000 whatever 14 he fought Ruslan Shagayev. He fought the number one and the number two guys fought at heavyweight, so now they're lineal champions. Dude, don't send me anything about cats slandering me. They do it all the time. Dog, Bearcat Hampton, I don't care about people. Please don't do that. You're just ruining my day. What do I care? Cats slander me all the time, dog. I don't care. Like, try to tell you, Bearcat Hampton, please do not send me negativity to me. Okay? Especially on Facebook, because Facebook is just me. That's like, I don't even go there because that's just my family and my friends. Hey, man, I love you. I love your support. Thank you so much for your support, bro. But let me tell you, whoever's slandering me, I could care less. If I don't hear it, it don't exist. So what? You know what I mean? If the proverbial fuck them and feed them beans is what I feel about that. They're looking for attention. And I'm not giving them any attention. You're giving them attention. Please don't give them attention by bringing it to me. I'm going to have a good day today, dog. Lonzo Turner said, Bud doing everything he can not to make the fight, singing with these lame promoters, signing with these lame promoters. Then they want to blame Spence. Get your facts together. Hey, yes, no doubt, brother. I mean, well, you know, shoot, he just need to go ahead and make the fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? No, did Bud confirm the contract yet? No, he did not. Absolutely not, dog. Now you got me curious, dog. Please, come on, man. Don't do that to me, bro. Yana said, talk boxing, bro. Let me tell you what I don't do. I don't work for you, brother. I talk boxing all the time, bro. How did you must have a wrong Facebook page for me, bro. I don't even know. Hold on a second. You know, it's really funny, man. Hold on one second. Oh, man. Hey, my man, Boxing for Steelers said, hey, do you think the fight with EJ and Terence Crawford is already made and they're stalling to see if the money and interest get higher? Politics, corporate greed? I don't think so. That would be nice, but I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Much love in that super chat. It's a video, bro. It's what they are trying to say. It's not even about boxing. Criminal type ish, but okay. I tried to report already. Yeah, hey, dude, if you're gonna send me the link, I mean, dude, it's criminal type stuff, bro. You talking about somebody saying that I'm like a pedophile or something? Is that what you're talking about? Of YouTube about me being a pedophile or something? Yeah, dog. That came from them MTK Global guys. Yeah, if you're talking about that, I'm familiar with that. I'm familiar with that. I mean, it is what it is, bro. I'm a criminal. I got you. Whatever. Anyway, hey, but yeah, there's nothing I can really do about that, bro. Yeah, that shit is old, man. That's what them dudes did. That's that stuff them guys try to pull on me, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. There's a lot of stuff out there on me, man. Seems like Bud wants to get back all the money missed out on with Top Rank in this one fight. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, man, dude, let me tell you something, man. People do a lot of stuff, man. When they try to, a bunch of cats tried to shut my channel down by putting out a lot of stuff about lying about me, putting a bunch of lies out on me on Twitter and different places. It is what it is, bro. Cats didn't like what I had to say about Tyson Fury. So they basically tried to bully me online and whatever. It is what it is. None of your business. Say, hey, man, much love. None of your business. For the gong fun. Stay breaking jaws. Yes, sir. Will do, brother. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I knew about that. That's like a year old, man. These guys are like, they said my name was Fanon. Yeah, they said, and the video is probably old too. You know, the video is probably old too. You just can't get rid of all of that stuff because there's just a lot of scumbags on the internet. A lot of scumbags. That all happened because I said if Tyson Fury is cheating, Tyson Fury needs to be banned. Josh Taylor spread that crap. Billy Joe Saunders spread that crap on me. You know, several people that were associated with MTK Global did that. That's my opinion of what happened. They did try to do a quick smear campaign on me. Didn't work. Noah Genty said, constantly fighting less than great competition will end up biting you in the ass eventually. AJ, Loma, Canelo all lost because subpar opponents left them unprepared for a real fight. Yeah, that'll happen, bro. No doubt about it, man. Said, you're 30, man, you'd be retired at 52 working for the post office. Hey, man, that sounds like good. Getting a free check at 52, but you got to work a long time for that free check. It ain't a free check if you work 30 years for it, though. Let me correct myself. Stay alert. Hey, man, so nobody wanted a conversation today, huh? Nobody wants that convo today, huh? Nobody wants that convo. You know? John Boy in the building. Say, cause all the assholes that hate on you, they can eat a day. Exactly, bro. Go ahead, eat a Jimmy, bro. I ain't going nowhere because of y'all. Dog, that's why I'm telling you, bro. Nate's Bot said, when you coming to Philly to do an interview with Boots? I don't know, man. I should come pretty soon, man. As soon as I can afford it, brother. Trey B in the building. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I can hear you clearly, man. You got good sound, Trey B.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man. It's a couple things I want to touch on, and one of the things I want to touch on, like just real quick, is for one, Shakur Stevenson. I definitely feel like he should slow down with calling out everybody. I feel like he should probably become undisputed at 130. I feel like it'd be an easy route to win the undisputed. And right now, he'll possibly get knocked out if he get in there with somebody like Tank Davis. You know, also kind of feel the same way with Haney. You know, I don't know how tested he's been when it comes to being in there with somebody who's going to really put the pressure on him or who can knock him out with one shot. You know, so I just feel like both of them should continue doing what they're doing without trying to call out too many people and be smart about their careers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As far as like the Shakur thing, I mean, dude, they got got to grow up sometime, you know?
Yeah.
Got to grow up sometime. And but as far as him calling cats out, the only issue I got with Shakur calling people out is just that, dog, just call them out. Just say the name, say who you talking about.
Right, be direct. Absolutely.
Yeah, just be direct with it. That's the only thing with me with Shakur, because it'll do you better if you just, in my opinion, if you just direct about it. Right. Like if you saying that if Gervonta can't beat you, just say Gervonta can't beat me. Be straight about it. You're gonna beat Haney. Go say, hey, I want to fight Haney. As far as him calling them dudes out, dude, I don't think he's gonna get undisputed, honestly, because I don't think they're gonna pay for it. I don't think Top Rank is gonna pay for it. And who's the guy that just beat Ogawa? Do you know who he's with? Cordina. Do you know who he's with?
Nah, I don't know. But
I think Cordina. Hold on, let me see real quick, man. Joe Cordina, right? It's Joe Cordina. Joe Cordina, who's from Cardiff, so that sounds a whole lot like Eddie Hearn fighter to me. I could be wrong, but let's see who promotes this event. Oh yeah, he's an Eddie Hearn fighter, so that fight ain't happening. Eddie Hearn ain't gonna give him that fight. That's an Eddie Hearn fighter, or at least he fought on an Eddie Hearn card. So I don't know if Eddie Hearn's gonna feed him to Shakur, because that's a whitewash against that dude, from what I can see. Yeah, Stuart Bounce says, so Cordina's with Hearn. So that's going to be a tough. I just don't think that Undisputed is going to be there for him. And Bob Arum came out and said that he's like, look, man, those guys ain't going to sell. Gutierrez is not going to sell. Somebody said nobody knows who. I think it was Ogawa at the time he was talking about, because it was before the Cordina Ogawa fight. But he's like, nobody knows who these guys are. It's not going to sell. So, probably 2 more fights for him at that weight class. And then he moves up, and I think he'll probably wind up fighting Lomachenko.
Right.
or Haney, maybe Haney on the last fight. But even then, I don't know if Bob Arum is going to risk him against Devin Haney if Devin Haney's not going to sign a long-term deal with him. But anyway it goes, man. I think he's got a chance against Gervonta, and I think he's got a chance against Haney too.
Oh yeah.
I just think, I think these guys are really good fighters in the fights that I want to see.
Yeah, I definitely think that he definitely has a chance. He might even possibly win that fight. I just feel like it's a little too early, especially the way he was getting touched up with those right hands from Valdez. You can't get caught with type of right hands from Tank Davis. So if you really think you're that elusive, but I was slightly disappointed in the performance, even though it was a blowout. I was just like, man, this shot you probably shouldn't have been taken. And you get in there with somebody like Davis and catch you like that, like think that, you better think again, man. That dude can fight, bro. He
Yeah,
can.
man. I don't get all this. People act like this dude is just one dimensional, and the only
Right.
way he can beat somebody is to knock him. And that's not what I see. I
No.
see a guy doing a lot of different things.
But next,
know?
thing, before I get into the the Terrence and Errol thing, is the thing with my boy Jamal Charlo. Everybody giving him heat for calling Terrence out. Maul is really originally 154, and the only reason he moved out of the division was to give his brother time to shine. He didn't. He never said he wanted to really move up and keep moving up in these weight divisions, and it's a lot easier to lose 6 pounds than it is to gain 8. And then what type of weight are you putting on? Is it muscle or is it just body fat? And they want to throw him in there with Benavidez, and they're not even giving him time. That's not nothing about no tune-up fight or nothing. No, just fight, just fight. Like, hey man, I understand, but this man is his own man. And now that his brother has the claim undisputed at 154, I don't see why he probably should move out to 154.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 100%. I'm with you on that, man. I don't really get all of the harassment, all of the stuff. Only the issue that I got with Jamal is him saying he didn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. Other
Right.
than that, because those guys are the same size, they've been in the same weight classes. That's a fight I'd like to see. But if he wants to move back down to 154, he's been at 154 before. So it's not like he's dipping into a weight class that he didn't already win a championship with and had been fighting in for a while. So, yeah, man, if he wants to go down there and fight anybody at 154, man, that's his prerogative. He can still do that,
Right.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And feel like if
So
his
what's the thing about Terrence and Errol? We got Starborn 007 right behind you.
got you. But yeah, my thing with Terrence and Earl is I don't like the way that Earl is moving, man. He's losing more and more respect for me every other time I start to, dealing with this guy, man, or like, just peeping his movement. Because for one, I don't really feel like he did too much of anything to become undisputed at 140, with Lundy, Delorme, and Dongo, you know.
I don't understand. Who do you have? Who are you losing respect for?
Terrence Crawford.
Oh, I thought you said Errol Spence at first.
No,
But-
not at all. I got all respect for Errol Spence. He put in the work. He's fought champion after world champion. Even injury after injury. After the car wreck, after the die, and he's completely doing everything he can do to prove himself. Even though he's been underestimated every time. Especially right now, I feel like he's training for destruction. So I I can see why Terrence is running or wants big money for that fight if that's the case. But I don't feel like he will try to want all that money for the male fight. And it seems like that he's already became undisputed at 140 through Lundy, a vacant belt from Lorme, and then the Postal and Andago fight. But that's not a real name. That's nobody that's gonna apply real pressure. Everybody knew that Terrence was gonna win those fights. So now you want to say, oh, I'm undisputed at 147, undisputed at 154 with one fight, and you sat on the sidelines the whole time. Earl was doing all the work, and now you want to move up. You're talking about fighting Mel with one fight to become undisputed at 154. When Mel had fight the Tony Harrison, he did the rematch. He fought what's his name? Sorry, or whatever. That was a tough fight. He fought the last guy, Castillo, whatever the case may be. Like, these are tough fights, and he did rematches that, to get these belts. So I feel like he's definitely been proven. He's been put in the fire. Where Crawford is just woodworks. Like, oh, I'll fight you, take your belts, but you don't want to fight Jamal. You know what I mean? And I promise you, I don't feel like if Jamel had those belts, he wouldn't take that fight. He's just trying to find a way to become undisputed and add to his so-called legacy. But it looks like made a record. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
you
he's.
breaking up a little bit now, man.
Oh, I do apologize.
Yeah, it's a little harder to understand what you're saying over the last couple bit of time. Oh, by the way,
Oh,
man, I did not correct, dude. I didn't check him. I corrected. It's easy to do. I do that shit all the time. Well, he's thinking Terrence. He said Errol. That ain't too hard.
oh, right. Yeah, if I did say Errol, I do apologize.
Yeah, ain't a word. He ain't trying to. He didn't switch his story up. He just changed names, bro. That shit happens it just happens, you know.
Right. No, I got all the respect in the world for Earl, man. But I just don't like the way that Terence Crawford is moving because him and Bo Mack was talking this big talk about Earl and easy work and all this stuff. They were at 140, now you're at 147. And the time I heard Terence call EJ out was after the car wreck. He was all in the ocean talking about big fish. I'm like, come on, man. And now that you didn't see him fight Garcia and did what he did with Ugas, I don't hear that. I'm not in the ocean no more.
Yeah, I mean, look, man.
Yeah.
I will say this. Let me say this. We got to move on. We got a couple cats behind, but this is my thing, Trey. And thank you so much for the support on the channel, brother, and jumping on, man. It's a thank you so much for your support for the channel. Look, Bud has a good resume, man. It's like Bud is done. He has a great career, man. I don't short step him on anything that he's done. Either 135, 140. He beat the guys that were there. He went out of his way to get that Ndungo fight. He did all the stuff that he's supposed to do. And he talking a lot. He does. Sometimes he says some stuff. Sometimes he sounds like he's saying something slightly different. The only thing that's bugging me right now about it is that he said, yeah, he went from I'm 100% confident to hopefully it gets done. We got to work out the business side of it. So that is just a clear indication. And then he says, and I'm telling you, this is the only thing that makes it weird. He's like, I need a neutral venue. I won't fight in Dallas. So if the money is in Dallas, right? If they really believe that they can make the most money in Dallas and he won't fight in Dallas, that's not what Errol's saying. Errol's saying he'll fight anywhere.
Yep.
So I think he should fight. If the money's in Dallas, that shouldn't be anything that holds up the fight. Is where it is. And if you're really serious about fighting them, money shouldn't hold up the fight. What they offer you, if it's just, as long as it's not super ridiculous, you take the money and you go because that's the big fight. But I don't think that it is anything like I don't think Errol's like Terrence is ducking or scared to get in the ring or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's just that for me, I just think that Bo Mack is mad disrespectful though. Like Bud is not as disrespectful as like Bo Mack is with all that drunk ain't shit. We're gonna crush this dude. All of that stuff. Like, dude, you just don't hear Derek James saying that type of stuff. But anyway, it is what it is. Hey, brother, thank you so much, Trey B. We'll be back. Feel free anytime, jump on the channel, bro. When we do this on Saturday.
Real quick,
yes, sir.
Is about the money, and Bob don't.
You're broken up. You're breaking up.
Oh, sorry.
You gotta turn your mic down.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I was saying if it is about the money, and Bob doesn't want to resign you, Hearn not really willing to sign you, where are you going to go to get this money you looking for? If you fight Mel or you fight anybody, where are you going to go? Like
exactly.
Where are you going to get big money from? Like take the fight.
Bud already said he don't need the fight. He can retire. He's already in the Hall of Fame. He's got 30. He's got 38 fights. He may say, "Hey, man, that's it." But all right, man, I'm gonna get back with you, brother. Thank you, Trey. And yeah, that volume, just so you know, turning that volume down worked.
Okay, awesome. All
right, brother. Talk to you soon.
Yep.
Peace. Starborn 007 in the building. What's going on, bro?
Man, good morning, good afternoon. It's still a morning, man. How you doing, brother? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir, bro. You out of New York?
Yes, I'm out of New York, but I'm in what's this? in June, going to July. I'm in Florida, 97 every day out here, but it's all.
Oh, that's what's up. I just heard that straight up New York. I was like, man, the Big Apple where the pizza sucks.
Hey, man. Hey, them pieces. You understand when you young and you could get pizza for 175, you 150. You would care how them slices came back in the day. You know, just a slice. They used to do what 175. You get a pizza and a drink. I didn't care. I didn't care what it was. The pizzas was good to me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it was. So, but this is a great show. I'm here to talk about two people, and get your thoughts on it. I was gonna have a debate, but I ain't gonna lie, you saying all the right things. And then I like how you was talking about how you was getting at the haters, man. I was smiling how you was getting at the haters, just hating on a person, just saying his view. You know what I'm saying? What is that? You don't watch it. But anyway,
Yeah, is it?
I'm a Lord Devin Haney fan. You know,
Yes, sir.
I'm a Lord, and when I say Lord Devin Haney, I say it out of because it's hype man say it, and I play basketball, I play point guard, so I was a hype man. Some people like Mark Jack, some people was hype men, so I'm saying it because he's a hype man, not because he's my Lord. But I like
Right, I got you, man. I know what you mean by that, man. I got you, man. Hey, dog, I'm black. I get you.
I like how Devin Haney is moving, and also before I get to Devin Haney, we got the Devin Haney fans in here. Come on now, we talk trash. We got to thank Fanon. He keeps Devin's name alive. You know what I'm saying? He keeps his name alive. And all the pub we could get, we need it, brother. So as Devin Haney fans, we thank you. We want to say we thank you, and we need to get Bill on the show. We need to get
Oh,
Bill on
Bill,
the
hey,
show.
dog. Bill's been on this. Bill been on the show before.
All right, so what I like about Devin Haney, he's fighting everyone. He's young, so even if he take a loss, he still can come back. That's what I like about him fighting everybody. He gonna get this easy paycheck from George. Come on
Big
now.
easy.
We need this little easy few million. Come on now. And
Yes, sir.
then we hopefully Lomo come out and play. He's real quiet now. What he's doing in the war, typing papers. He's not on the front line doing anything. What is he doing? Moral
Nah, he
support?
said he's interested. He said last week he's interested in the fight. He said interested.
See,
He said he said he's interested in the Haney fight.
come out and play, Lomo. We waiting for you. So now let's get this George Kambosos fight so we could get more reps because he's still 23 young. More rounds wouldn't hurt Devin Haney growth. So if we could get that, and then if Lomo could come out and play, we could get some more rounds for him, and then we'll be ready for Tank. I think we wouldn't want to get it like if we have to fight Tank next, I'll be concerned. Because I don't think we need rounds for Tank. Since we all box him, we can't really knock him out. The more rounds we could get with more fighters will help us against Tank. What you think?
I think he's not going to be at that weight class long enough to fight Tank. I think he's having a hard time. I think he's already draining down to make that weight. And that event that he's going to have 2 fights and be up at 140. Like I just don't see that. I don't see Tank and him fighting because of how things are laid out. The fact that he's got to fight Kambosos, and then after that he's got to fight. He's probably going to fight Lomachenko, and the fact that that after that he's got to get up and weight because he's been at 135 pounds. He's like 5'9", like 5'8", 5'9", something like that. And when did he turn pro? Like 17?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure he's 23 now.
He's 23 now.
Yeah, so he's been 6 years. That's 6 years at lightweight. He's been in the same weight class since he was 16. Now, I know he's grown since he was 16. Since he's 16, 17 years old, your body's going to get bigger no matter what you do. So I think he's probably going to be up there, at 140. But I don't think Gervonta is ever going to get near 140 because now he's got his discipline and his all of that stuff. As far as his weight gain and all that in between fights, I think he's got all that stuff sorted out. So I think that the big fight with Devin Haney, where I'm going to be like, if he is at 140 with guys like Regis Puel, I don't know if he's going to be a top rank or not, but guys like Jose Ramirez, guys like Josh Taylor, but if Josh Taylor is still there, Regis Prograis, Gary Antoine Russell, who he owes a fight to because he talks so much smack about Big Gary. He got to fight Gary Antoine Russell. And he got guys like Matias and guys like that up there at 140. I think that's really where he's going to get tested over the next couple of years. And if he can get through those guys up there, then it's just going to be like, man, that dude's like that. Because right now, dude, he's clearly like that. I mean, he really, really is, man. Very, very, very good fighter, man. I just don't go overboard with it. Or like really, like I'm not going to say, like, for example, like.
Just think. Now, I don't mean to cut you off. It worked because I hate to agree with Paulie. But if we had them belts and we wanted to unify and we didn't want to take that mandatory, we'd have said, forget the mandatory. And being that Lomo didn't take that mandatory to try to unify, we was able to kick enough dust up to get that fight, So that was thanks to you, we was able to kick enough dust up to actually get that fight, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. Absolutely, man.
Now, I got you. I got one more on Bud, man.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm a Bud fan. I like how Bud fight. I like how he move around, use that jabs. He fight off the back foot. But I think sometimes people just think he fight on it. He's coming forward too. He's throwing jabs. He hitting people. He's not losing rounds. Some of the rounds is close, but he's not losing a lot of rounds. I think people think he's losing more rounds than he is. I like how Bud fights. It's just some things, man, just listening to the channel, because I'm a Bud fan, but, when I listen to the channel, you do this and people do this for a reason. Y'all saying stuff for a reason. So I try to look, okay, they saying this, let me look at this. And then it's like Bud kind of moving, why you not signing gloves, Bud? I mean, I love Bud. I'm just saying, I'm a man. I want to learn. I want to get better. I don't want to get stuck on just one thing. So, why you not? I'm gonna cut to the chase. My bad.
No worries, brother. It's okay.
Somebody put cut to the chase on the thing. But
hey, man, no, hell, let me say this. Hey, man, thank you to everybody that supports in the Super Chat and the Cash App. Bro, thank y'all for supporting the channels, bro. Really, 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 really greatly appreciate y'all, man. I don't think I missed any, but I just want to let you know, even though we talking and I usually do the Super Chats, and I'll thank you guys so much for your support. But no, go ahead, man. But yeah, we do got two cats behind you. Got Soda Back and Steph B.
Trying to let you know I like Bud. I think Bud could win the fight, but Bud, right, as far as the fans, you down to the fans. I think you should be doing things to gain new fans instead of, because in reality, Spence could really hit you 70-30, 65-30, and you really can't do nothing about it. Like in real, I hate to say I love Bud. In real life, he's giving you a break. Let's get this fight. Let's get this fight going. You beat him. And then you beat the other Charlo. Then I could come on here and talk about how you ran through Texas. And be okay. I gotta have some more than brag
yeah,
about.
Dog. Then we have to listen to all of that, dog.
Yes.
But
But please listen to this man, take this fight and beat both of them, man.
Man, take the money, keep it pushing, dog.
Yes, you have a beautiful channel for now. I'm the Jones consultant on Cash App, so I try to.
Oh, that's what's up. Oh man, thank you, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Try to do what I can, but
yeah, that's what's up. It's appreciated. Trust me, brother. Thank you, man.
You running a great show. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I listen to you daily, man. Bless you and everyone in the show. Peace.
All right, brother. Peace. Starborn 007 in the building. Soda Black, what's going on, brother?
Yo. Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly, man.
That's what's up. Hey, man, that was me that said cut to the chase. I was just copying out Devin Haney. That's what he said to Ken Boses. But to tell my man, no disrespect. It was just joking, But long story short, man, Fanon, I know you be on your unbiased stuff, and I know you like to, stay in the middle, man. But you got to keep it real on this one. I heard you once upon a time say that it's a possibility that Bud could box Spence to a decision and win. You don't really believe that, do you?
Do I believe there's a possibility that he can box
Well,
Spence to a decision and win?
well, let's not say a possibility because anything's possible. But let's say, do you actually believe that will be a, a likely outcome?
That Bud will beat him by decision? A likely
Yes.
outcome? It's a possible
Yes.
outcome. I don't think he's going to beat him by decision. What I said
Right.
was, this is what I don't know, like you may have, either I could have misspoke or you may be taking what I said wrong. I'll tell you what I think.
Yeah.
I think that Terence Crawford's best chance of winning that fight is a knockout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think him catching Errol coming in with either a short hook or an uppercuts to the body or something like that. I think him catching him something like that is his best chance to win. I don't see that happening because Errol Spence Jr.'s defense is very, very tight. He's not off balance. He ain't leaning forward. He's not really dropping his hands. He's very good with counter punchers. So I don't see any of the tech, like people talk about all of the tools in Terrence's toolbox. I see all of the locks on Errol's house. He's just not open for a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? So what I think is that, and he's very active. So I say, like, people say, well, Errol will catch him in the second half of the fight. I think Errol will be up on the card. If he don't knock him out early, Bud's gonna be down on the cards, because Errol is somebody that punches consistently, and I'm not talking about like I'm not talking about like up in him, when he's throwing a lot of body shots. I mean, even when he's at mid range, he is consistently throwing punches at long range, at medium range. Though he's consistently throwing jabs, he's consistently throwing straight left hands to up top, pinning your guard with the jab up top, throwing shots down to the body. He does that very, very consistently. So Terence, on the other hand, will do a lot of feints, a lot of feints, and he's not being as active as far as the number of punches that he's throwing. So if it's a chess match, just the way that you're scoring points, Errol's gonna be up. Because there's a jab, there's a jab, there's a jab, there's a jab, there's a body shot, there's a jab, there's a body. Here's a counter from Errol. A counter from Terence. I don't think Bud is gonna have the amount of activity necessary to win rounds from him. So no, I don't think he's more than likely. I say that he could if he gets a couple knockdowns, right? Say if he gets some couple knockdowns and then Errol's fight for whatever reason is possible. But I would see Errol being able to win by decision because he's the more high volume and the more active. He's the more active fighter, the more aggressive fighter. Bud is going to fight on the back foot, and generally speaking, that's what it is. $7 out here talking about that volume is going to get him in trouble. Yeah, it may get him in trouble, but it's also going to score him a lot of points. So as far as that, that's what I think.
Yeah. I just had to make sure, you was a normal phenomenon. I was gonna have to check your temperature, man. Had you said something else? Because I mean, I just remember that you was just listing possibilities. Maybe you was just trying to be nice to a Bud fan. You was saying, Spence could win by this, Bud could win by that. I mean, you basically list all the possibilities, and one of the possibilities was Bud winning by decision. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah, if he knocks him down, or if for some reason Bud does something that. Like if Bud does something that I don't expect him to do, I understand all this tool stuff and what these boxers see, and they see boxing in a different way, right? They look at Errol and they're like, oh, you could do this against that. You can do. All I'm looking at is how I see Bud fight, and to me, Bud doesn't look that varied to me, especially over like the last several fights. It's kind of like when I look at Canelo. Canelo don't look like he's doing a million different things to me over his last several fights. He went in there, he's plotting behind the guy, he's hitting him on the arm, looking for big shots. And when he got in there with Bivol, that's exactly what he did. What I've seen Bud do in every fight that I've seen him in over the last several years is he fights from mid-range on the outside a little bit. And then with the other guy moving forward on him, then, you know, guys look like they may win a couple rounds or have good moments on him. Then he winds up landing something really big on him. And then once he lands something big on him, he comes and he finishes him. Right. So he's like, that's what I keep seeing.
I feel that.
So, yeah. So I'm like, if that's what I keep seeing him do over and over and over again, then if he takes that, and that's basically the same general approach that he's taken. Okay, he goes into Errol, is backing up off of Errol and waiting for Errol to catch Errol coming in, or waiting for Errol to leave his jab out there too long to come over the top of it. Is that going to work with him? I don't think it's going to work with him, because I saw that's exactly what Ugas was doing. Ugas trying to catch him on the way in. Danny Garcia trying to catch him on the way in. And Errol has never really he hasn't been caught like that. So, I mean, it could go the other way. It could be something different. But I'm just, I look at what people.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
So, my next question, not to have you talking, too long, but this a quick one.
No worries.
So, in the list of possibilities, like in the realm of possibilities, which one is more likely? A Devin Haney flash knockout on Kambosos, or a Bud decision win over Errol? Which one's more likely?
The probably Devin Haney flash knockout.
That's more likely.
I think that's more likely, because he's going to hit him on the chin whenever he wants. So that's more likely than a decision win.
Okay.
But maybe no. Yeah, I think it's more likely that he knocks him out, because really, Devin Haney probably could knock him out if he wants to sit in there. He wants to take a little punishment. If he wants to take some punishment and really like walk him down and beat him up and really start laying into him, Devin would have the ability to do it. I think that's a choice on Devin's behalf on whether or not he knocks that dude out. Because honestly, I think he could probably use jabs to the body, straight rights up to the top, and literally walk him down and slip shots and score in between shots. Right? Only thing you'd have to worry about is if he's not able to win the the rounds, will he get robbed in? Will he get robbed in
with the judges?
Yeah, will he get robbed with the judges? As far as Terence beating Errol by decision, then that means first of all, it's going 12 rounds. And then when you're talking about 12 rounds, you're talking about a fight has taken place. I do not believe Terence Crawford is going to be jabbing him from the outside, stay on the outside, confusing him, and just like, because first of all, Bud don't really fight behind a jab like that. To be you know what I mean? Like, he's not standing up really standing behind a jab and moving. And I don't like that side. In fact, he fights the majority of his stuff in the southpaw stance. So I don't even think that jab is going to be there like that, right? For him. Because if he's fighting in the southpaw stance, Errol's jab's going to be there. Or he's not going to be able to stop Errol's jab as easily in the southpaw stance. And I think Errol will be able to probably score more consistently with that jab. I don't see Terence Crawford is a guy that's really behind a jab, behind the right hand. If that fight goes 12 rounds, I got Errol in a 12-round by a 12-round decision because of his volume. He's going to keep punching. He's going to keep coming. That's me.
I appreciate you, Fernando. It's always a pleasure, man.
Anytime, Soda Black. Thank you, brother. And Larry Barksman said, "You right, Fernando. I don't think Errol will last 12 rounds." Hey, dude, I didn't say I didn't think he's going to last 12 rounds now. Don't put that in my name. Don't put that in my deal. I'm betting 12 rounds. I think it's going to go 12 rounds. What's going on, Steph B in the building? What's happening with you, sir?
Hey, man. Morning. I'm late. Thanks for having me, though.
Ain't no worries, man.
A long night last night. I was planning on getting up and getting on early, so I'm a little behind on you guys. But let's talk some boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And again, how you doing?
Man, I can't complain about nothing, man. Life's good, brother.
That's word. Let me talk about Devin Haney real quick, because everyone keep bringing him up. Man.
Gotcha.
Low key. Can you hear me well? Because,
I hear you perfectly. Perfect sound.
Man, low key, man. I said this in the super chat a couple days ago. He gonna have to work on that punch combination selection a little better. in my viewpoint, because, and I get it. Like you said, he's been at the weight class for about 6 years now, right? At 135, he's
Who we talking
23.
about? Devin Haney? Oh
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah, yeah.
We're
He's
talking
yeah
about
about
Devin.
6 years. Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to put his punch selection a little bit better, because that, say he's still doing the same thing, 27, 28, that's not going to get it done, man. That's not going to, and everyone talking about all this grown man strength and he going to do this. Nah, stop. You either got it or you don't. That's why in our super chats, they talking about he newborn baby, you know what. But old boy he gonna have to get better than that. And I expect him to beat Cambosis, but I think Tank and Shakur are far beyond him. I think they're far beyond him as far as like, that God-given talent and skill level. He's third place in my opinion. So hopefully he can get that going. And I love what his dad has done for him. They got him to that level, right? Doing what they're doing,
Yes, they
Devin Haney
did.
Promotions, taking that ticket with Eddie and company, and they got a lot of experience under their belt. He turned pro early, so I'm with that. But oh man, you get into those firefights, I don't know. But his chin has been tested. I ain't gonna say chinny or anything like that. He's been tested, and like you always say, everyone gonna get hit. Everyone have to fight it at least once. That's what I think on Devin.
Yeah.
We were all expecting him to really go showcase his skills that last match, but he just he took a nice route and took that W. So no
Yeah,
problem
he
with that.
fought very conservatively. Didn't really take any chances. Didn't allow George Kambosos to get going at all. And only thing I wish he step up, but he didn't even need to step it up on him like that. That's the perfect way to win. He won every round, every minute of every round of that fight, and got it done. I just don't know what that means with these other guys, because that's George Kambosos, and it's still George Kambosos. I just don't think that the dude's that good a fighter, man. I don't think he's that level of fighter, just what it is, though. Hey, but thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man.
I do. And then, of course, the mainstay. I saw Terence was in Dallas, right? Wow.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah, he was there.
He really
he was
trying to get things
he was in
done.
Dallas. Hey, hold on, one real quick.
He trying to
John
get
Boy,
things-
much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much. And my man Soda Black in the building said, "Cut to the chase." He said, that was a funny part of that press conference. Love this channel, OG. Appreciate your wisdom and time. Soda Black, anytime, brother. Thank you so much for your ongoing support for the channel, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm with that too. Yeah. So Terrence was in Dallas, huh? Man.
Yeah, man.
He funny, right? He funny. He real funny with that stuff. He doing everything, saying it, saying this, saying that, but you're not how should I say? You're not satisfied with the contract thus far. So we still waiting, bud. As you would say, we still waiting, bud.
Wait, bud. That's how Bernie Box say, bud.
Bud.
He get excited when he say the name Bud. He said, "Man, you gotta get Bud what he wants, Bud." He's screaming at
Bud can't get what he wants. No, Bud can't get what he wants. Not this fight. It's just this fight. Maybe. Actually, I don't want to speak in the future. We don't do that whole crystal ball thing. I don't know what he can do, but I do agree that he can fight after this fight, regardless, win, lose, or draw. But this fight, sir, like I know some people who are directly connected with Mr. Espinoza there, and he's the one who's going to be cutting the check. So I'm looking for him and Errol and Terence to announce the fight. I was on my homegirl show last night on YouTube. Shout out to Nika Tyson, Red Cups with Nika. Man, they were talking about everything. They were just talking, and I came in there and put some truth sermon in there, and they're like, "No," and I'm just like, "Man, we just waiting. We still got about another month of hard negotiations, I think, and then maybe we'll get something." I don't want to put that negative energy out in the show, but maybe we'll get something.
So you think it's going to be about another month of negotiations? They can't be more than a month. They got to make the fight. It can't be more than that.
I don't even think we're getting it. So I'm gonna double down, man.
You don't think we're getting the fight?
No, sir. I think it's just the ops on it. Like I said the last call, it's just the ops that this guy don't mess around. But I agree with you too. He ain't got nowhere else to go. But like again, he gonna fight again. But Espinosa and company and Terence, they have a plan. And guys like you say who have mastered something, they'll stick with that.
Yeah.
No corns about
That's
it.
kind of where I am.
I hope we get it. I want it. It does make me nervous when I think about it. Anxious. I'm rooting for Errol, and in that sense, I just think Errol's better. I think Terence is a terrific fighter. I think he should be number one as far as recognition flow of what he's accomplished. But the comments that keep coming from him and the moves, and then I don't really make much of the past champions trying to get his clout up and whatnot. That's all good and all gravy, but and we know how these things go. But he's just in a bad spot, man. In a bad spot. I mean, look at his rankings in WBO. You got Virgil Ortiz #1. You got Keith Thurman still lingering around, and he just denied Boots. Apparently, I don't know how much truth is to that.
No, but, what they said, what it was that Steven Espinosa said that's a very expensive fight to make, and pretty much Pacquiao the fight.
Yes, sir.
So because he's gonna want more money, he's gonna want too much money for it.
So
that's pretty much what that is.
I don't blame him because you don't want to. Yeah, that's a beat down, Pablo. That's just a hard fight. That's a tough fight. But
I think it's a good. I would love that fight, man. If we lived in a world where it wasn't where one loss didn't get you tossed out, I would love to see the fight. But I will tell you, man, that Jaron, dude, somebody asked that earlier about like Jaron and Terence Crawford. Dude, I think that's probably the worst thing that Terence Crawford could do is fight that kid. That's a straight up bad matchup for Terence Crawford right there. And I don't care what nobody says. Like Errol, you may be able to say, okay, Errol is a come forward fighter. Terence Crawford will figure out he's got more dimensions to his game. Dude, if you use the tool and the toolbox stuff, then let me tell you, Jaron got every tool Terence got. And he got bigger tools. He's got a screw, he's a bigger puncher. He's a bigger puncher. He's a faster puncher. He's taller. He's longer. He's more fluid. I mean, just that right there is a bad look for Terence Crawford, dog. And I'm telling you, man, and he's strong. Like, and all this other thing about Terence is like they talk about his strength, like how strong he is. Dog, it's gonna be real. I mean, I know that he's strong, but my God, man, dude,
everyone's strong though, Fanon.
Yeah, these dudes are shit. Like these are all real strong, man.
Not only that, who's that? Jaron is hungry right now and
man,
young.
Jaron a nasty
hungry. He just don't got his clout up right now. But I want Thurman Crawford. I think that's a good fight for boxing community. There's money for both men, and there's no surefire that Terence could. Yes, he might need a knockout in that fight because Keith's too smart, man. Get on the bicycle, do his thing.
Who may get a knockout?
I said
Keith
Terence
over Terence?
No, Terence over him like that because I was saying that Keith's gonna get on his bicycle and he's gonna be going left, right, using that general shit. And
I don't think. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't think is happening. I don't think he's knocking out Keith Thurman. I do not believe Terence Crawford's knocking out Keith Thurman.
No, sir. I said no. Keith Thurman not gonna knock him out. I said that.
Oh, okay.
That'd be Terrence's only way to get him out of there because Keith again would get on his bicycle and start going around the ring because
Keith is a smart fighter, man. And dude, honestly, man, Sean, anyway, I won't get into it. Hey, man, much love, man. I'm gonna put another link in the chat, man, real quick. Brother, thank you so much, Steph B, for coming by, man. Always appreciate you, brother. We'll do it next week for sure.
Yes, sir. Y'all have fun.
All right, brother.
I'll be cool.
Peace. Yes, sir. The $7 say the disrespect is real. I don't think so, bro. I ain't gonna say the disrespect was real. I don't think he can beat. I'm just gonna be honest with you, dude. I think Jaron Ennis is trouble on both those dudes. I think he's trouble on both those guys, man. It may be too early to say, but it is just what it is, man. I don't see him stopping him, man. Nah, I don't see that, dog. Easier say, hey, dog. Easier. Here's the link, bro. There's the link, man. Yeah, dog. Easier said than done with all of that. Easier said than done with all that. He about to knock that dude out, dog. Okay. Much easier said than done with knocking out Keith Thurman. I hear y'all talking, but I ain't listening to what y'all saying with that. Errol Terrence is gonna go the distance again sometime in his career, man. Blair to Flair, yeah, Thurman is younger than Bud. Okay, Jerron isn't beating Terence right now unless I see Jerron step up in competition and win a dominance. We can talk about it. Otherwise, Jermell and Lubinson. Hey, no, I think he can beat him, dude. I'm going to tell you. I think he can beat him. I don't think he got to do a whole lot. I think he can beat him now. Will he? Different subject. But dude, seriously, that's not going to be easy, man. What's going on, Terry Schmoot in the building? What's going on, man?
Yes, sir, Mr. Fanon. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I can hear you clearly, man.
Yes, sir. I want to say, hey, shout out to you, Mr. Fanon. Shout out to everybody in the chat. John Boyd, Mike Kirkland, my boy Copper Aborigines, Soda Black. Shout out to, even if I missed you, Miss Angie Wise. Shout out to everybody that's been a supporter and everybody for the channel. Fanon, I want to say happy Father's Day. That is upcoming. So I do want to give everybody who's a father, happy Father's Day. I'm currently about to go take a shower soon and go try to go get something for my dad. And then, I'll bring it to him at church. But just real quick, so how do you feel about the odds of a Tank versus Devin Haney fight that could be made? Or what do you feel like possible Devin Haney's next moves would have to be? Because a lot of people feel like, and you've seen the weigh-in. I mean, he's not struggling to make the weight, but at some point, like you had mentioned, he is going to have to go up because, just his natural size is like 5'9". How do you feel about that? Will we get those fights before he exits the division?
No, I don't. I don't think he's gonna fight. I don't think he's gonna fight Gervonta Davis at all. No, I don't think that's. I think that. No, man. I don't see it because he's got the Kambosos fight. Then after that, if he beats Kambosos, which he should, then more than likely it's gonna be a Lomachenko fight or something like that, and he's out the weight class. And I know I heard people say though Tank can go up to him at 140, but why would Tank go up to 140 for him? That doesn't make sense. Why would he go up there for him? If anything, he'd be like, come back down and stay down here and fight me here. He's not gonna go Tank because Tank's the money man in that regard. So, nah, man, I wouldn't say that, man. I wouldn't say. I just don't think I don't think we're gonna get it. And I just think the highest likelihood fight for Gervonta Davis is probably Vasily Lomachenko, maybe Shakur Stevenson when Shakur gets to 135. But that other side of the street stuff is very real. That gap between the top rank and the PBC. And if you just listen to what Leonard Ellerby says, Leonard Ellerby's like, man, those guys are not big names. They got to do more to make the fight financially viable. So because Tank, because right now, I assume what they're saying is that, it's going to be like they're going to lose money on those fights because hardcore boxing fans want to see Devin, but Devin's not known by very many people other than that,
True. That is
so,
true.
Yeah, that's it, man. Hey, but I got to run through a couple of these comments real quick, Terry. I appreciate you, brother. I got like 3 guys there, and I ain't going to stay on forever. Oh, hey, you didn't have to jump off like that, Terry. You jumped off quicker than I thought you were going to jump off, bro. You didn't need to do that, man. My bad. I didn't mean to push you off that quick. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Brooks in the building? What's happening with you, bro?
Nothing much. Nothing much. Thought I'd get in this chat real quick. But man, yeah, to about the Crawford and Spence fight. A lot of Spence fans, that fight's not gonna go the way a lot of people think it's gonna go. It's not gonna be just a head up fight. You know what I'm saying? Bud don't fight that way. He fight in spurts. You know what I'm saying? When I say spurts, mean he's going to go head up with you when he see he has the advantage. You know what I'm saying? But as far as all day, like he fought Ugas, just, we just right in front of each other, just going head up all day. I don't see Bud is more of a chess match type of fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's going to fight you head up, but he's going to jump out of there too, and he's going to let you chase him around that ring a little bit. So that's why I think it's going to be it's more of an interesting fight because both fighters are the best at dictating how the fight goes. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why I say it's going to be a 50-50 fight. Because you can never really tell. You don't know exactly how it's going to go. Whoever dictates that fight is going to be the winner, no doubt.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, man. I definitely know he ain't gonna try to sit there. My only thing is, are you gonna be able to get away? because I don't think anybody wants to fight Errol like that. It just they ain't able to get away.
The only person that came close to actually beating him at his own game to me was Sean Porter. And him and Sean Porter, they fight styles are very similar. You know what I'm saying? Except Sean Porter throw a lot of haymakers. I think Spence is more accurate on the spot with his shots.
Yeah, they definitely got way better technique and better punch placement. I personally think, though, that Sean Porter didn't want to fight like that. I just don't think Sean Porter had a choice. That's where I am. Because Ugas wanted to fight Sean Porter like that. Ugas couldn't make Sean Porter fight like that. You remember the Ugas-Porter fight? Porter was trying. Ugas wanted to fight inside with Sean Porter, and Ugas couldn't get away from him. I mean, and Ugas, Porter, let me put it this way. Ugas could not make Porter stay there. Porter was able to fight on the outside, jab from the outside like that with Ugas. I just don't think Porter could get away. And Porter probably did not want to fight at that hectic. Now he fought well because he can fight that way. I just think Errol made him fight that way as much as it is his style, Because if he wanted to fight like that, he would have fought like that against Ugas. Because Ugas definitely was in there trying to get him to stand in there and throw body shots, but he was up out of there. And box and score. Sean will box when he need to box. He just was never given the opportunity to box on the outside against him. That's what I see anyway.
Well, he was with Bud. He was more on the. He was the aggressor the whole fight because he was on the attack mode with Bud and he was fighting Bud to the inside, the same way how Spence does. Like I say, he was just he stole them haymakers and what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but but you notice he wasn't catching Bud that much with. He was really missing a lot. A lot of people say, "Oh, he was catching Bud." No, he wasn't really. Bud didn't come out with a mark that fight. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know. That's why I don't think that. I don't know.
Cut eye.
He got that cut eye. He did catch him on the.
It was a headbutt though. It was a headbutt. People said it was a headbutt though.
Right. But I really don't know if I could be wrong, but I don't think Bud took that as serious as he was supposed to that fight because it's just sudden. If you notice when they went back to the corner. Bob Bomac said, "Hey man, you down in this fight." Crawford said, "How?" He said, "You down on this fight." I think that was like a mind, like this player, like
I think that dude was down on that. I think he was down in that fight. Dude, he was getting hit. He wasn't getting like. Close. Dude, he was getting hit now. He was definitely getting touched, bro. Those were close rounds, dude, until he said that and he slipped back and he caught him with that uppercut. It was close rounds, man, until around like the 8th.
But what I don't understand, here's part that got me, because when he told him that, I'm talking about as soon as he came out out of his corner, within 10 seconds, he dropped Porter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, it's almost like you had that in you all the time. What took you so long? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, man. But that is what happens. I'm down, okay, and he caught him with something big he did, man. Yeah. We'll see what happens with that, though. Hey, real quick, Subjugated Truth said, Fanon, I decided to get more personal with the pick. Not bad for 69. Happy Father's Day. Nah, man, black don't crack, brother. And you obviously take good care of your teeth, too. You got that $1 million grill in your mouth, man. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. Hey, my man Duke said staged. He said it was because they took that dive, man. Hey, man, we got one more cat behind you, brother.
All right. Happy Father's Day to you, man.
Hey, man, happy Father's Day. What y'all doing for Father's Day? Don't jump off too quick. When I say that, it's not to immediately jump off, dog. I don't mean that.
Oh, man.
So you got good things planned for Father's Day, brother?
Man, yeah, which I'll be working.
Oh,
yeah, I got called in. So,
okay, man.
Nothing much this year, man. Just, get out there making that money and, whatever gift I get,
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you, brother. Hey, man, put me on tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow on Father's Day. All right, brother. I'll get back with you, Jeffrey.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Hey, much love in that super chat, everybody. All right. Floyd, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's going on, Fanon?
Nothing much, King. What's going on, man?
Just want to talk boxing today. I saw your title. What do you think about Tyson Fury being banned from the United States. What's your thoughts on that? I missed that part.
That is factual. He got banned because it's nothing. It's factual. That's all I think. It's a factual thing. That he got banned. And that's what you know. I don't know what else I can really think about that. I do think it's going to affect his career as far as him wanting to do UFC fights and him wanting to do like WWE fights, things like that. That's pretty much off the table for him because all that's US based. So if he wants to fight, cats are going to have to go fight him over there in the UK. And also, I don't think that that's going to change because more than likely they're not going to make a special exception for him when it's that level of an issue. Like a minor petty crime or like an individual crime, like, you know, whatever it was, like with Bill Haney. I think Bill Haney, they can say, okay, we'll let you come in, we'll let you leave. With that level of accusations around like a world level, you know, criminal overlord, and you're associated with them, they're not gonna let you in the country. Maybe they may never let you in the country again.
Do you think the government did the right thing?
Do I think what?
The government did the right thing?
It's not my decision to make. Do I think they did the right thing? I can't speak on what they did the right thing. I just think they did it. And it was very predictable.
All right. That's all.
Well, I don't know why. But honestly, I don't know why they would let him into that scenario. As an American citizen, do I want drug kingpins, associates coming in and out of the country? You know, not really. I don't know. Do you think that they should let let known associates of drug kingpins and money launderers and arms dealer, do you think they should let them in the country?
Probably not, but I don't know how affiliated he is with them. Exactly.
That's his friend. It's his manager. It's a close friend of his, a personal close friend of his, and a guy that he does not denounce, and a guy that he says is directly involved with his business dealings. That's his advisor. So he has a business relationship with a guy with the drug kingpin.
All right. Thanks for your opinion. That's all I got.
All right, no worries, man. Take care, man.
All right. Bye.
Dark 80s baby in the building said Man Down is going to beat Bud easily the way Man Down is going to beat Bud easily the way maul people down and crack the codes to a successful win. I believe in a knockout by Spence. Mark my words. Now that is something I am telling you, dog. He's going to have to deal with Derrick James, bro. If Derrick James can figure that puzzle out, bro, you know what I mean? If he can figure that puzzle out, it can happen, dog. We'll see, bro. John Ball said, depends on whatever evidence they got on Fury. Nah, dog, just the association, they're not gonna let you in. When in doubt, stay out. When in doubt, stay out. Let me ask you a question, bro. If you had somebody that you knew was close friends with a serial rapist, would you let that guy that you know is a close associate of a serial rapist in your house? Oh yeah, that serial rapist, that's his business. That's his friend. That's the person that hangs out with the serial rapist. Does he know that he's a serial rapist? Oh yeah, he knows he's a serial rapist. And you say, well, you have a chance to let him in your house with your daughter or keep him out the house. What are you going to do? I'm going to say, hey, thank you, man. No, thank you. Stay out of my house. Because why take the chance? You know what I mean? Why take the chance? No need. Why take the chance? It's if you were asking me whether I thought the guy should go to jail or be put in jail, then I would say, man, it depends on what their evidence is. But if you're talking about whether or not he gets to come into the country or not, nah, dog. You're a citizen of the UK. Stay over there. See ya. Stay over there. No, dog. I don't see anything wrong with them keeping him out the country. Not at all, bro. John Ball said, no, that's all the evidence you need. Exactly. That's all. Yeah, that's all you need. You know what I mean? That's all you need. I don't need much proof outside of that, man. You know? I don't need much proof. I don't need much of anything outside of that. At that point in time, I'm cool with him not coming in the country. Guillermo Maldonado said, I'm rooting for Bud myself, but he is not the A side in this fight. Nah, dog. Hard worker said apples and oranges. No, that's not apples and oranges, dude. That is a dead on That is a dead-on comparison, bro. You're in the United States. You're a citizen in the United States. That is your house. Crime affects everybody. If you know somebody is a business partner of somebody that is doing criminal acts all over the world, why would you let them in your country? Why would you do you realize if you got a criminal record, some of these cases, they want to let you vote? But you're going to let them, no, man, get up and no, why would you do it? They almost, dude, and it's nowhere near what this is. No, man, he ain't coming back. Justin Fan said Bob got him banned from oh my God, come on, Justin Fan. You on that Devin Haney logic. Bob did it. You on that logic, huh? Hey, the A-side, B-side crap started with the Leonard Hearns robbery, so now boxers don't want to make concessions. Hagler only requested one judge replacement and ended up with a parking lot ring. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you know they argue on that size of that ring too. Eric can be like, that ring need to be like, yep. Shrink up that ring in Dallas. Shrink up that ring. Errol about to put on some horsehair gloves. All of the above, bro. Or Terrence may be having them horsehair gloves. I've never heard any issues with Terrence's gloves though. Just a Fan said Bob got banned. Okay, yeah, that's not me, man. But it is what it is, brother. Mess around with these young fighters may actually derail the super fight. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But man, that was fun, man. He said he's gonna wear them. He gonna wear them Reyes, man. He gonna put them Reyes on. He's gonna get a double rematch clause. Dog, I would put all kind of stuff in there. Like, first of all, I'm getting a rematch clause. It's gonna be in Dallas. I'm taking 70% of the money. All of that, dog. I'm walking in the ring second. All of that stuff, man. We singing the Texas national anthem. We're doing the Texas anthem in the beginning. I'm taking all of that, bro. Every bit of that, dog. Cleto Reyes, 8+ times the truth. Yeah, he's gonna have them Reyes gloves on. The whole 9, dog. The whole kit and caboodle, brother. The whole kit and caboodle, man. What's blue bonnets? Yeah, and they're gonna put Terence Crawford in big ass pillows. Everything I would get, dog. I'll be like, first of all, you have to wear gloves. You have to wear big old soft padding gloves, and I'm gonna wear these Reyes, dog, and start wearing on you with them mugs. Oh man, but look, man. Hey, dude, I'm about to bounce up out of here. I had a good time talking to y'all this boxing this morning. But I'm about to bounce up out of here, man. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Make sure y'all come back and check it out tomorrow. We will be back. And with that, my friend, unless somebody else got something, I'll wait for a second, see if somebody else want to get in, but I don't think they do. But okay, yeah. So anyway, with that, I'm out. Deuces.